Hello everybody, welcome on in. We are here for the final time on the Twitch SMP 1.18 season. This is like a bittersweet moment, you know, like because I had a lot of fun with this season, and we'll definitely be taking some time to go through all the different things that we, did and other people did, and highlighting some of my favorite things that other people worked on the SMP. We'll also be taking the time to finish up a couple projects so that we can, kind of actually properly finish everything we wanted to get done. So yeah, that's pretty much it today. We're going to be doing a couple things. I've decided I'm going to not do this room down here. It was a tough decision, but I figured that my time would be better spent finishing up the farm area as opposed to finishing up a room in my house that's not quite necessary. Well, where is it? There it is. Amoaxi, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello. Hello. I can't zoom. Hello. Welcome on in. Hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness. Hello. Pop, pop, pop indeed. I hope you enjoyed eating your lemon, Amo. I hope you did, because, because, ooh, I've been there before, and it is troublesome. It is challenging, certainly. Eclipse Star 38 and Yesai loves you. Thank you for the follows, guys. I really do appreciate it. Welcome on in, everybody.
Jardanium, can you please tell Yesai to go to sleep?
Yesai, please go to sleep. Sleep is very important. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep is very good. Sleep is good for your bones. Sleep is good for your bones. It's very, very critical. It's very, very critical. Love the Zelda sound effect. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I want to say a big huzzah to Cam for being first today. Congratulations. Hello, G2. Hello, Cosmo. Hello, everybody.
Does a window with a Windows error make a Windows window error window?
Yes. I believe that is the case. I believe that's how it works. I believe that's how it works. Good night, you're cool. You are cooler. Have a good night. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. Thanks for popping along with the raid. Okay. So, here's the deal, everybody. This is the Twitch SMP 1.18 season. I'm sure that you all have seen Amo play on it if you came from Amo. Definitely have been here before. But we're going to be finishing up some stuff. I'm going to be kind of showing off stuff people have worked on. It's going to be a nice, fun little stream here. First, we're going to have to go ahead and get over to our little farm area, because I've got a plan to do over there. Bye, Clipstar. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Come along with the raid. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope to catch you around here sometime again as well. AC, good to see you, my man. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Had a pretty nice weekend. Pretty nice weekend. It has been great. It has been great. Weezer man, Blevy. Oh my goodness, good to see you. It's been a hot minute. VC right now. Okay. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, your Discord profile picture like moves when you talk, and it's hilarious.
I bought Nitro for a year. I'm cool like that. I couldn't live without emotes. I got them. Now I can't not have them.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Nitro was like that for me. Nitro is definitely like that for me.
Hi chat. I just ate a whole lemon. It wasn't even a whole lemon. I ate as much of a lemon as I physically could.
Okay, so was it?
My hands are all sticky.
It was quite a bit. Sticky hands.
Everything is sticky.
From all the sugar water, I'm assuming, correct?
From the lemon and
and
honey.
And honey.
And the sugar water.
My god.
I got the honey here, and I'm very compelled to drink it. But also, you should go and then go to spawn and see spawn.
Go to spawn.
In particular.
Okay. No reason in particular to go to spawn.
No reason. No.
No reason in particular. Okay.
No. Definitely not to show chat what I've constructed.
Okay. I can't. Yeah. I don't know. You know, spawn is a mystery. I never would know. Never would know. Let's see. What are your opinions on the number 2? 2 is a good number. I mean, it's not as good as 17, but 2 is a good number.
Honey directly in my mouth.
You dumped honey directly in your mouth?
Yeah.
That's goals right there. That's goals.
Definitely. Hi, chat. It's me.
Bye, only watches Rainbow. Can chat hear you? I think they can. Okay, what am I looking for here?
Up.
Up.
You're right.
That? The
that's just
tower,
sky.
Tower of Power, boat tower.
The boat tower.
The boat tower.
do me a solid. Fly to the top.
Fly to the top.
Yeah, that's not the top. You can't. I don't think you can see it from down there.
Oh my god. You can't see it right now, but my jaw is like dropped. Holy cow.
It was a fun stream.
That is so many boats.
Yeah, it's build limit.
It's build limit. This reminds me of that time Squidward and SpongeBob had a snowball fight. The towers, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's build limit. Just went to the top.
Yeah.
Constructed a tower like no other. My
oh
therapy
my
office.
god. Yeah, the therapy
sign
office.
Labeling it as mine.
Yeah.
A church.
Church. The buff statue. The towers of power.
Yeah, I've tried luring people on in many different ways. General kidnapping.
Yeah.
Religion.
Theft.
Boat towers. Aggravating them by being like, haha, SMP mine now.
Yeah.
Nothing's worked. You're like the only person that ever logs on.
Yeah, well, hey. Hey, a lot of people lose interest in these kinds of things, but I'm always someone who can find the stupidest fun doing absolutely nothing, so...
Yes, me too. Have you seen Spawn? Like, look at Spawn!
Yeah.
That was me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, it's lovely.
It is beautiful.
Season 3 starting soon, though, and I'm going to incite chaos.
And I would expect nothing less from you.
Yeah, I'll do it early on, so that by the time people get bored, they'll still be around because I won't let them be bored.
There you go. Strategy.
Powerful like
Very
that.
important. Very important.
Chat, you get an insider to how I'm actually thinking. That's right, I've got a brain cell. Hate to break it to ya.
Hate to break it to you.
For everybody.
Yeah. Spoilers, but good spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you go check on Daniel for me?
Daniel? That's the polar bear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got his own little mini tower that I never finished.
Got it.
I understand why you use the nether because it's a lesser amount of time, but like at the same time, I just got so used to flying back and forth that I don't understand why you use the nether.
Yeah.
Yes, make them an orphan! Good! Kill both of their parents!
Yep. Taken care of.
It's been done.
He's now just sitting and sad.
Yes, and let him just sit there, quiver in fear.
Yep.
That's psychological torture.
That's
and then
the strategy.
Murder him.
Yep. We'll let him like sit in suspense about when that's gonna come. F them,
Yeah.
kids, Cam. Hi Silo, welcome on in. Speaking of Twitch SMP Season 3, everybody, applications are currently open. So if you are interested in applying for Season 3 of Twitch SMP, you should definitely go to their Twitter right there and apply. Space is filling up. We've had some lovely new people popping into the new Discord server.
Yes, I recognize none of them.
Yeah, but I'm excited to get to know them. And regardless of that, there's still some space left. So if you're interested, be sure to go fill it out. Applications close on the 30th of November. So the sooner the better.
It's because we've gotten literally hundreds of them.
Yeah, we've gotten like 600 applications. It's been crazy.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's been.
We could have totally
so
gotten
many.
Twitch SMP trending. I'm so pissed.
So many of them.
You see that little mini tower that's not finished because I'm lazy?
You mean
The one on the...
That thing looks like an arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a mini tower, but I just, never finished it. I built the interior, but not the exterior. Why is there a hole in the bottom?
Is there?
Daniel's not one block. Daniel's not one block
No.
wide, so even if there's a hole.
All your
It's
base
probably-
belong to us. Check the shoe.
Oh yeah, that was Hey. He stole
Oh.
Kevin for some reason.
Okay.
Look up.
Yep, there's a hole in there. I don't know why there's a hole in there, but...
Daniel's missing. I will literally burn the server down. This will be the second time it has happened. I'm not even kidding. I'll do it. My house will be the first. Your house will be the second.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I'll burn Spawn to the ground.
Nope, Daniel's still there.
Yay.
Happy. And there's not a hole in this one.
Yeah,
Oh.
What?
Oh. That's why there's not a hole in it. Okay.
Why isn't
There's
there a hole?
snow.
Yeah, I put snow on top for aesthetic and
Yeah.
also because Daniel's a fucking bear.
Yeah,
Lives in the cold.
polar bears need cold. Otherwise they get too hot and they cry.
Fucking wiring for that AC, man. Fucking difficult.
Yes, yeah.
Ages. It's like below 30 in there for that little shit.
I like this.
Ice is growing on the walls, like
Yeah.
know. Oh, that was a hole I made one
I like
time
the
back.
I like the window. It's very nice.
It's not a window.
Chest storage.
Yeah,
And
you can see I was building it and then got incredibly distracted.
and a blank sign.
That's where I was gonna put an enchanting table.
Okay. I mean, hey, like at least
The
I'm getting
issue-
some insider info about what the spaces were going to be when they were finished.
Yeah.
About
That was gonna be a bedroom.
oh,
But
this
I
would
like
have
the
been so
pond
cool.
better, which was the major deterrent for finishing this.
The pond.
But yeah, it's where I sleep.
Oh,
Look at it.
right. Yeah. I thought
The
that was
pond
so.
bed.
I thought that was so wild that you can sleep in Minecraft underwater.
Well, obviously, where else would I sleep?
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense for you, but like, I'm just surprised the game lets you do that.
Yay.
It's like, oh.
Oh, those are mine, not
Yeah,
yours.
uh-huh.
I didn't steal them.
Yeah.
And no, I didn't steal them and name them all.
I'll
I
and-
actually found them sitting in somebody's chest.
I know.
Unnamed and uncared for. you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Not
mhm.
even free range or anything. So
Exactly.
I took them out, gave them a nice pawn, gave them some food to murder occasionally.
Yeah.
Roofs, a
Ga-
fence because they're idiots and kept walking out and dying.
Mhm. Did they walk out and like fall over the cliff or something?
I have no idea what was happening to them, but I lost
Oh,
2
that-
Gregs to it, and I will not lose another.
That
Oh,
would
I found a pink sheep.
that would be quite a fall. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
where's the pink sheep at?
You were just looking at it. It's not in my house. It's
Oh,
next to the gray
he's
one.
down
I brought him a
there, I
friend. Yeah, that's
see.
naturally generated.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, right? I was fucking popping off that day. I was going from structure to structure. I found like 3 sea temples, 2 jungle temples. The only thing I didn't find was the rare brown panda bear and a notch apple.
Damn. So you found quite a
That's-
bit then.
I found quite a bit. I found a randomly generated pink sheep, which I kidnapped, marked down, and brought back.
Good. As you do.
Jungle temples,
Mm-hmm.
sea temples.
Yeah.
Just an outrageous amount of loot. I went buried treasure hunting.
Ooh.
Fucking shipwrecks.
Mm-hmm.
Portals. You name it. I found it. Fucking those pillager towers.
Yep.
Multiple incredibly rare biomes.
crazy.
Fucking wild and
Do it, fall, cower, do it, jump. If you do that, we'll send you something very special. Okay. There you go.
going to kill you. Oh, then you have feather falling, don't you?
I do.
Mm.
I'm playing
If you didn't, that probably would have killed you.
Yeah, I'm playing the genocide route in Deltarune Chapter 2. Look at you go. Look at you go.
That's so swag.
It is. Subscriber shoe. Okay, yeah. What do you want it to be made out of, Cave? What
Maybe.
material are you feeling for your shoe? This will end up in a bullying prevention slideshow someday. Do not give in to peer pressure.
You should take blocks out of somebody's house and build it out of that. Stealing is the best form of flattery. That's what I always say. Your windows agree with me.
Yeah, I mean... Well, is that theft or is that destruction of property?
Technically both. You know, the shards leave in my palms, embedded into my skin.
I guess that's
Stay
true.
there for a bit until I, you know, peel them out
Yeah.
afterwards.
A little painful, but it's worth it in the end, right?
No, it doesn't hurt at all.
Oh, okay.
It's the fact that you think that your windows are the first I've broken, and that I'm not just immune. SMH.
Let's see. Netherite blocks. No. Do not have that. You're gonna need to come up with something a little bit better. A little bit more sensible, Cave. Just a little bit. And while you're doing that, I have something to show everybody.
Secret?
Kinda. Well, I mean, it's not a secret. It's kind of been open secret, but...
Secrets!
This is coming, guys! Oh, I dragged it off screen.
Oh my god, you're getting even older?
I am, yes.
Oh, that is so
let me
sad for you. I'm
see.
so sorry.
Let me see. Center to screen. There we go. I'm hosting a subathon next weekend.
Oh, should I do that for my age
Old.
day?
I'm hosting a subathon next weekend. This will go out on birthday Wii. Yeah, I know, that's what it said. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be really fun. It's going to be starting on Sunday, December 5th at 4 p.m. Central, because I live in the Central Time Zone and people call me a scrub, but that's fine. Yeah, so I have a bunch of fun little challenges there for sub goals on the left, including BuzzFeed quizzes. If I hit 17 subs, the Roblox Gamer Girl shirt will return, and I will put it on and wear it for the rest of the stream. It had to be 17, you know, because 17 is the funny number. Yeah, and then also we have, like, playing game blindfolded orange juice and toothpaste because I owe my soul to my friend OJ Burke. Yeah, lots of other fun challenges. In addition, every sub will make a sticker go on my face, and then I also have a wheel that will spin every time someone gives 2 or more subs. That has a bunch of different challenges on it too. So it's a lot of fun. I'm looking for this a lot. It'll start at 6 hours, and then it will go longer than that if, you know, if subs happen. So, yeah.
Yay.
It'll be fun.
Murder.
Murder by sleep deprivation. So.
Yes. Have you considered? What should I do? Oh, you should go to Phoenix's house.
I should go to Phoenix's house.
Yeah, for no particular reason.
Okay, we will head there.
Good.
Oh, you want to make the subscriber shit of Amoaxi's waterbed?
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
No, wait, you say water. You mean the fucking pond?
The bed in the pond, yeah.
If you're referring to my pond, then no. That is where I sleep.
Yeah.
You may not anything but that. I've been stealing from others, not me.
All right.
Meal.
So then pick another thing, Cave. You gotta be like, you gotta be reasonable with this. You can't have
Build it out of axolotls.
insane expectations.
Make it out of axolotls.
Axolotls.
Enslave them.
Where was I going? Where was I going?
Oh my god.
Phoenix's house, that's right.
Yes. It is up and then over those mountains.
Villager toes. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be such a fun idea. You just gather a bunch of them and then like put them underneath somebody's pillow. They regrow, so it's fine, but like still.
villager toes are you saying like you put them under your toe and then the toe fairy comes and gives you money?
No, you, as like a friendly joke, you've passed it.
I did.
You have to go back into the savannah.
Die, hoy.
Here.
I hate the fog that they added in this thing. It's so annoying.
It's the render distance. They turned it down server-wide.
Oh, it's a server thing. Oh, okay. That explains a lot.
How did you end up back here?
I know
don't
it's
remember what
like
I was
just over
saying.
this hill.
It's literally just over, but you were like going the wrong way somehow.
It's okay. I get lost.
Ah, same.
And I've got talent.
He's not building it out of shulker boxes. Such a bad idea.
God, yeah,
Where
cave.
the fuck did their house go? You're going too far. It's not that far out.
Yeah.
So confused.
Is it like...
It's like off spawn, isn't it?
It's...
Off
There we
spawn.
go. There we
You
go.
find- oh, there it is. Behold, my artistry.
Absolutely horrible idea, cave. For shame. There you go.
Yes, I agree, Cosmopath.
There you go.
That's not even what you're here to see.
Oh, okay. What am I here to
My
see?
god, is it beautiful.
It
It's
is, yeah.
in his house.
It's in his house. Okay.
That was also a fun stream.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Very. Amity now lacks yellow. Don't know.
Okay.
His sheep aren't pissing him.
Oh, the birds! Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioning this.
Read the sign. I put parrots in
Your
there.
house seemed lonely, so I got you some friends. Yeah, there you go. Bye, Silo. I'm not your father.
See? If you put a jukebox down, they dance, and they're all tamed. They're all my birds.
All your birds?
Yeah.
That's
Fun
cool.
fact, they have an incredibly rare chance of spawning, and you cannot breed them. This took me 2 hours to get this many.
Yeah. I remember I did a stream where I was looking for some parrots, but I couldn't find any because I was trying to replace the ones that I murdered.
Yeah, I remember this one time I logged on and somebody had murdered my pet bird.
Yeah.
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 I remember this other time where I logged on and someone had kidnapped Daniel, and then I spent like 4 hours looking for him because I'm an idiot.
Where was he?
In the shoe.
Inside the shoe?
Yeah, and I looked in it multiple times, but I didn't realize that a part of it was hollow.
It
Which just
is?
so happened to be, yeah, which just so happened to, be the one part that I didn't check.
I didn't even know it was hollow.
Yeah, and like the long bit.
Oh, okay. Is that the imposter from Among Us with a giant dump truck ass? Correct, but it's also
It's Phoenix
Phoenix SC.
SC.
Yeah, in Canada.
I made that. I made that. I made it real. It's an emote on his Twitch.
See?
Why is beyond me.
It's your
It's
power.
an emote on my Discord server as well.
It's your power. Only you
That's
could do
because I
something
made
like
it.
that.
Only I would be willing to make something
That is
like
true.
that.
Yeah, see. we got important qualifier. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You have fun with your gaming and shit.
Thank you.
I just felt the need to show off to everybody.
Yes,
all of
thank
my
you for
things.
showing all of the things you've been working on.
I need to wash my hands.
Go
So I
do
will
that.
leave you
Yes. hope you
Alright, talk to
hope
you
you
later,
enjoy
man.
lemons at some point again in your life.
I still do.
Okay,
just,
good.
A bit. It hurt a little bit, but
Yeah,
Chad doesn't
I'm
even
sure.
know that.
I'm
Mhm.
sure.
Alright, see you later, man.
See ya. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right. That was fun. Yeah. Cave is material Gorl. All right. Hi Kakity, by the way. So yeah, that was Amo, super chaotic but amazing person that has been a part of Twitch SMP for, I think it was halfway through season 2. But yeah, bringing back memories. Yes, that's kind of what we're trying to do today. All right, so I need to make sure that I've got materials because we need to build a stable is the one thing that we need to do today. And A stable is, I think, what we're going to do, because I have a spot for that. I'm going to go show y'all. Cave, did you figure out what material you want your shoe made out of? There we go. Right, so last project that we were doing on this SMP was this farm area, and we've been working on this for about, you know, a couple streams. It's been about a month or two, actually, of streams. You know, not super consistent. Don't get me wrong; it's pretty inconsistent, but, you know, so we're gonna try and finish up this project by building a little stable right here, and then yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. Why build a stable won't be used? Because this is a farm. This is a project. Yeah, it's aesthetic. Exactly. This whole farm area was aesthetic, pretty much. Never intended to be used or functional. It was more so just for the aesthetics. So we're going to go ahead and finish that up. Now, I have to make sure I find a good design online. I almost just misspelled Minecraft as Minecraft. Go! I kind of like that one. Let's go with that one, I guess. We're gonna need some spruce wood. I want to see how much of that I have. I'm sure I'm gonna need to get more, but... This song feels like it never ends. I know, doesn't it? It's that kind of energy. It really does have that kind of energy. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we have any spruce wood. Woo! Alright. And again, I want to remind everybody, I'm on Twitch SMP. Twitch SMP, this is the final bluish triangle. Thank you for the Sipski. I appreciate that. I'm sipping on some cranberry juice tonight. Going all festive like. This is the final stream of mine for the 1.18 season of Twitch SMP. To think this season started at the end of summer. Like, it's been that long, and my brain can't comprehend that fact. It still thinks it's insane that it has only been, or that it has already been that long. You know, because, like, I feel like this season just started, frankly. It's insane to me that it's gone by so fast, but I guess that's what happens when A, you're having fun, and B, you're doing other things. So, yeah. Either way, we're here to finish up stuff and call things complete, and then go on a little bit of a tour and stuff. So, yeah. But anyway, I wanted to put out that Twitter because I wanted to mention, of course, that applications are currently open for Twitch SMP Season 3. They'll be closing in 3 days, November 30th. So, if you are interested in applying, now's the time to do it, for sure. Because time's running out. Time and space is running out. I believe they've already accepted quite a few people, so definitely, if you're interested, get your applications in. No promises, obviously, anyone's going to make it in necessarily, but definitely encourage y'all to apply. Never hurts to apply, right? Worst you can get is no. Where are the apps? Over on the Twitter. Right there. I believe that you have to you answer like a few short questions. Not bad. No worries. Happy to send it again. I believe what you do is you have to answer like a few short questions, like, you know, tell us about yourself, you know, what do you stream, why would you want to be a part of the SMP, how often would you be on the SMP, etc, etc. So a few very important questions, just to, like, you know, so that the team that looks over applications knows more about you and can appropriately decide whether or not you'd be a good fit. So, but again, you know, I want to make sure people know that literally there are 600 applications. So if anybody doesn't get in, I promise you it is not an indictment on your character. It's just that we have so many applications. So, like, don't feel bad if you don't get in. Like, you know, they don't think that you're good enough or anything like that. It's just we've had so many. Yeah, 600. 600 apps so far. It's crazy. 600 apps in like a week, because I think we opened applications like Monday or something, and it's very insane. But you know, it's good as well because the excitement is there. You know what I mean? The excitement is there. The hype is there, I think. So, yeah. Alright, cool. So this is going to be the spot for our little stable thing. I think we'll probably start it like right here.
It's me, the Riddler.
The Riddler?
Don't look at the username too closely. Answer the riddle I will give shortly.
Okay, I'm down for that. If I still streamed, I would totally apply. Yeah, like, I mean, it doesn't hurt. You know, I mean, that's my big thing, is that it never hurts to apply. I know I applied for season 2 and did not expect to get in at all. Like, I was just kind of like, you know, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to apply, and I got in. So, you know, you never know that, you know, you may be a favorable candidate if circumstances are right, you know. Twitch SMP apps are open? They are, yes. You can apply right over there on their Twitter. Application was closed on the 30th. So yeah. I think there's still a few spots left. I don't know exactly what the... I think, like, from what I remember...
What is a cantaloupe?
A cantaloupe is a nasty fruit. There you go. I believe from what I heard, they're aiming for about... I can't remember now. It was like something like 40 to 50, 50 to 60, something like that for season 3. Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting, and there's already a few people that have gotten accepted, and I'm very, very excited to get to know them and all that stuff, and very, very hype. Very, very hype. Thank you for 11 bits, Snake Legs. Yo, where's the bed that I had? Oh, it's over here. Crash. No. Cool. Cantaloupe doesn't exist. So true. That's what it should be. I think I was talking about this last night on my stream, actually, because we were talking about our favorite fruits while I was playing Persona last night, and I remember like that actually came up, and it was like, what's you know, like cantaloupes or whatever, and I'm like, I hate cantaloupes because, you know, they just have a funky flavor, and I can't remember who said it. Somebody in the chat was like, cantaloupes taste like soap.
Who is Snake Leg?
You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, you're not wrong. They do taste like soap. I think they do. They definitely taste like soap. They're soap fruits. Alright, we'll start it right here. What I think this thing did is they put a barrel on the corner. Except they put it like that. There we go. I don't like you. Where'd you go? There you are. Cool. Alright. I gotta remember how to make barrels. It's been a hot minute since I've done survival, so I'm kind of like... Ah! At least it feels that way anyway. 3, 4, 5. That'll be all I can do with that. Can only do 1. Oh my goodness. These things are expensive to make. Jesus. I totally didn't realize how expensive they were to make.
Next riddle. Riddle me this: what is 9 plus 10?
9.
Mean logical.
Meme logical. That's 21, you know, right? It's a very, very safe answer, I feel. It's just a Google form app. Yeah, originally, like, they were gonna do video apps, but enough people were like, I don't really want to do a video app. It's kind of like, you know, and I mean, I kind of agreed with that. I was like, you know, I felt like good candidates were like not able to be
Correct.
like, you know, properly given a chance because we were doing video apps. So they decided to switch it to just regular apps. They're also technically less than a regular chest. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're more expensive than just a regular block. Generally. It's kind of what I'm saying. Oh god, alright. These are expensive. We want to talk about expensive stuff? Fence gates. I wish everyone involved deciding the new people luck going through 400. We like I don't want to, like, you know, pull back the curtain too far because, like, you know, I don't know if that's private information. I'm not gonna spill all of our secrets about how everything's happening, but like I've looked at some of, like, I've actually gone through and looked at some of the apps, and it's insane to me just how many there are. I was going through, like, you know, I was trying to be like thorough, and like all the applications that I was looking through, I was trying to like give every person that submitted a chance, you know. And I was just like, I spent probably like
Riddle 3. Riddle
30
me
minutes.
this. Who wears a red hat from a Nintendo game and plays Minecraft?
Jardanium. And I was going it was like I went through applications for like an hour, right? And I only got through like 50 of them. So I'm just like, oh my god. We've definitely tried to like offload some of the responsibility off of people, though, to like make it a little more reasonable, you know, because it was a little bit unreasonable before. Just having like one or two people do it, so we've all been trying to pitch in to just review stuff. But yeah.
Damn, he's good.
Damn right. Won't accept my app, man. Yeah, even if I like could, the only person who has like quote unquote accepting power is Dash. She's the only one that has the ability to say, you know, for, you know, finally yes, no. So she's got all the power. We're just there to provide suggestions and help if we can. And we've been able to, sort of, so that's been nice, but... Oh, I see what they did with this. Okay. So, that's one of our stalls. Then we have fences that go in between here. Right. Then we have a little space, one wide in between here. Can we fit a couple of these in here? Like if I go 1, 2, 3.
Unfortunately, I am all out of riddles. Mainly because I don't know what a riddle is. Anyway, riddler away.
That, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. That's great. So it's gonna be like a 2 wide thing. Okay, so then this is gonna be that. I'm using a reference, everybody. I'm not coming up with this on my own. I promise you. I'm not this creative, but we're gonna take it as it is anyway. I will need more spruce wood. I am sure of it at this point. Do y'all have an idea of how many people you're gonna accept this time around? I was told it was in the range between 45 and 60. So yeah. That does not include the people that have already been accepted, like grandfathered in. Right? because like there was quite a few people like myself that were grandfathered in from being in a previous season. So I'd say that's maybe about like a third of that number. So really it's about maybe 30, 40, something like that. So, yeah. Because like 15 to 20 invest. Yeah, when we do like our big seasons, from what my understanding has been is it's been, you know, you have a sizable roster, especially because there's an expectation that people will drop off and stop playing after a little while, so having more people kind of keeps it a little bit more active later on. We noticed that with this season, because this one was small. Like the experimental season was pretty much all prior members. There were a few new people added, but it was almost exclusively people that have already been on the SMP before. And it lasted like, you know, lasted a couple months, as we can see here, and activity died off fairly quickly. But I guess by having more people involved, you kind of keep the activity going. It's less than season 2 was, though. From my understanding, season 2 had like 80 people, so we have definitely downscaled it just a little bit, which is nice. Because I thought there were too many new people. I mean, too many people in the second season, because it was like, you know, it was just intense how many people there were. Because you really couldn't get a chance to know everybody, and I thought that made it a little bit less fun. That makes sense. Because it was, you know, it's like part of the SMP experience is getting to know all the people, and I don't feel like we really got that with the whole, however many people that was. The chaos that was the that was that season, where it was just so many people and we didn't quite know everybody because there were just too many people. But you need to make sure you strike that balance between too many people and just enough people, that you have sustainability with the roster, but also not too many people that it's overwhelming and nobody makes connections and friends and everything like that. So I don't know. A lot of it's out of my hands. I'm not on the leadership team by any means. All I've done is, like, you know, been a part of the planning process a little bit, tossing suggestions and ideas forward and stuff. So pretty simple. We've, like, the nice thing that I loved about the organization of season 3 is it's been a lot more, like, democratic, I think. Everybody's been able to kind of toss in ideas and suggestions and stuff, you know? And I think that's made for a more enjoyable experience with the planning, because we're all kind of involved, you know? I like that about it. Didn't get that in season 2. I kind of joined and then everything was already kind of decided, so it was nice to be able to just kind of give my two cents. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when it's gonna launch yet. That's still not quite decided from what I've been able to figure out. And if it is decided, it's not been announced, so I can't say that. All I know is this season is ending on the 30th. So I was like, today I'm coming on here and I'm finishing things. I'm getting it all done. Because if I get it all done, then I don't have to be feeling like I'm guilty that I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. You know? Okay. Sleep is very important. I wish I could, like, listen to myself say that in real life, but this will have to do. SMP to single player. Yeah, that's kind of how it's been last couple seasons, I feel like. But I mean, like, that's just how SMPs are in general. I feel like, you know, interest and activity just kind of generally dies off after a little bit of time, unless you do stuff to keep people interested. People just, like, I find that people are very, like, fickle, I think, especially with Minecraft, where it's like some people, everybody plays this game differently, and I mean that's the beauty of Minecraft. But I mean, I feel like a lot of people, when they do survival servers, they play until they get all the things they need, you know, like netherite and whatever, and they just stop, you know. And I mean, it's like, I'm not a good builder by any means, but like I have fun doing like the the aesthetic stuff, you know, and I get why some people don't, because some people just aren't good at it at all, you know, and that's totally fair. But I've always been like this person who just enjoys doing stuff like this, building this whole farm area, you know, just vibing with it, because it's just fun. It's a project, you know, it's a project that I can work on stream and just talk to y'all and just hang out, and it's great. Sleep is important except in IRL. So true. So true. Okay. I think that should be enough fences now. I think 1, 2. The film when you are a shapeshifter. I know, right? I'm a shapeshifter. I cannot, like, I cannot believe that, like, this song just, like, wholeheartedly says shapeshifter, and everyone's like, yeah, okay. Or people just pretend, oh no, she's saying shapeshifter. And I mean, I get it, like, that's the lyric, it is shapeshifter, but, like, I think it's the accent that caused her to say shapeshifter, and I think it's more fun to meme about it. Okay, so now what we do... I usually find myself running out of things to do and I just get a ton of ideas but don't know how to build it. No, I mean, that was the same for me. Like, I had this idea of turning the area that I live in on the server into like an underground Venice. And I just couldn't follow through with it because I didn't know what to make. Shapeshifter! So I didn't, but, you know, that's something that maybe someone else will just have to do. I don't know if a download for this season will be released like last time. Because there's a download for season 2. In case anybody was interested in that. I think that's still in my announcements on my Discord. I didn't download it because it's like a 60 gigabyte file and I do not have the room for it. And I hope somebody keeps it before it gets like unarchived or whatever, but... It was cool though. I liked season 2 because of the custom world generation they went through. But now we're gonna get that like in vanilla, which is even cooler. Pretty much. I like SMPs because I like survival, just not when I'm playing alone. So I'm playing an SMP, it helps. That weird lonely feeling I have and literally never gone to the end, like getting the netherite of myself and going to the end, so just mess around the overworld. I can't even rely on building either because I get distracted. I feel that, like, I'm the same way. Like, I can't do single player anymore. I enjoyed it when I first got this game, really did. You know, I just had fun goofing off and like almost like creating my own lore for my little world. But then it got to this point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. like I can't do this anymore, right? Like I can't do it anymore because, you know, part of the appeal for SMPs for me is that the world changes when you're not there. So it makes it feel a lot less lonely and a lot more alive. Whereas single player, the only person that's changing the world around you is you. So you are the only one that's altering the worlds. And it's like, yeah, there are other like humanoid figures, the villagers and crap, but it feels so goddamn isolating. And I don't know why that's the case, but like, I guess I'm just gotten so used to like, you know, I've gotten so used to just playing SMPs and stuff because I've, you know, and it's like I like to survive with other friends because then it's like you can go and work on a project or something, you know, and then you do that project and you're like, aye, cool, you know. But then like, you know, I don't know. I like that about it. It's just there's some variation there. I'm sure Bedwars players won't relate to that. Other servers that can't play single player. I've sometimes done like single player TNT run, just because I'm bored, you know, like just a mini game time or whatever, and then people get mad at me. I've actually had people yell at me because, well, not TNT run, party games especially, like they get so frustrated, they get so pressed because they're like, you're just go touch grass. I'm just like, I'm just bored, man. I want to play mini games. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. But yeah. Let's see if I'm not let's see. A person changing around single player Hero Brian. Yeah, no. I will say sometimes I've been on these servers when nobody's online and I'm underground mining, and I can't resist that urge to like look over my shoulder every now and then thinking that I'm being watched. It's so creepy. Let's just go for that. Cool. So that's one roof of the little stable done. I believe. Yeah. That's what we need to do. I guarantee the people who yell at us touch grass for being good at a game probably play games way more than themselves. Literally, nobody in the real world would ever tell someone to touch grass because that's such a, like... It's such a gamer thing to do, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It ain't even like a non-gamer. It is a gamer thing. Like, full-fledgedly, no doubts about it. Just like people who call them other people sweaty. It's like, nobody in the real world says that. Like, it's gamer lingo. You know what I mean? I didn't even know it was a thing until, like, last summer. Because I was not playing games, at least Minecraft especially, as much as a lot of other people were. Because I before last summer, I played Minecraft like maybe once in a blue moon. I never really, like, picked it up too much. But after last summer when I started, it was like, hey, now I know all this game. Know this game and all of the details about this game. Well, it's the funniest thing about the phrase sweaty to me is that it's like, you know, back in the day, we had a phrase for that, right? It was try hard. You know? So I was like, alright, I guess. You know, like... Yo! Homeless grandma, thank you for the raid, I appreciate that. Here. Y'all, go drop homeless grandma a follow. Dude deserves it. Dude works so hard. Cares about a lot of other people. If you haven't already. Okay. So. Oh. All these young Zoomers inventing these new lingo terms, honestly. It's like that and what's it called? When Scrubs would get wrecked. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I did this wrong. I've got to add another gap in between it. Here. We gotta move these over. One more block. That's fine, though. I like try hard better than sweaty. It says the name try hard, literally. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. It's a literal thing, you know? Also, hey, Giggles. Good to see you as well. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. Boom. Wait, no. I did it wrong again. Try hard is better than sweaty. It really is, though. Like, it's so straightforward. It's clear. It's concise. Because, like, sweat... Yeah, I hate being sweaty. So, not a fan of it. Really. Really, not a fan of it. Okay. we got that. Now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Boom. Nope. 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 Boom. There we go. And boom. No one wants to be sweaty. That's why we say it. Okay. So it's like, yeah. Hope you are well. Was lurking last couple days while you played the weird. While I played Persona. Yeah. No, you got to see my obsession at the moment in the worst possible way. I got called out in the Twitch SMP chat yesterday by Sora because I streamed the game for like 10 hours yesterday. And and Sora, like, I finished it. I'm like, welcome all the new people, because all these new people were added while I was asleep, or I was streaming. And then Sora goes, Jared, go to sleep, Persona man. It is 6 in the morning for you. I'm like, shh. You didn't need to call me out in this public chat, sir. You did not need to do that. You did not need to do that. I love this game. I streamed it for all day yesterday because I was having so much fun. And I'm like, no, don't call me out, please. I don't need this right now. You don't have to say my obsession out loud. Okay. Oh, I need to sleep. It's nighttime. Okay. Sleep, 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 sleep. Good to play a game you're enjoying. Exactly. I've been trying to diversify a little bit and do some non-Minecraft stuff just because, like, I love this game, but there's so many other games that I also love, and if I can have people there and just hang out and watch me play other games I like, then it's great. With all these Persona streams soon enough, we're gonna see Return of the Casual 60. Honestly, because, like, right, like, Persona is a game that's like 140 hours long, right? So it's like, it's a game that I have to put a lot of time into, and it's also one of those games. I'm gonna turn my fan on because I am like cooking in this room right now. It's one of those games where I feel like I have to put like a lot of time into it in each play session, because if I don't, then I feel like I'm wasting time. It's gonna be like the end of December before I even finish it. Like, I'm trying to get as much of it done before like other things have to happen, so I can do other things and keep up with other projects and whatever. So it's like, it is a race against time almost in a way, but I'm also enjoying it, so there's also that. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't like be playing it. So all right. But I appreciate you lurking, Giggles, while I play that. I really do. It means a lot. Oh, excuse me. I had a really good sandwich today for dinner. I want to talk about it because I was very, very excited about it. I had it was a sandwich that was like toasted bread. I put mayonnaise on it, and then I put leftover turkey and stuffing from Thanksgiving. Oh my god, it was like divine. It was so tasty. I was so shocked at how much I enjoyed it, and I'm like, I definitely need to do this again because we have a lot of leftovers. That's the only thing that's like sometimes iffy about Thanksgiving in the US, is that like you make so much food because it's like a big feast kind of a holiday for food, and then you have all these leftovers that you have to eat up for, like, you know, the next week. And it's like, you know, it's great for like the first couple days where you're like, yo, turkey, yo, stuffing, yo, like sweet potato pie and mashed potatoes and all these other things. But then after like 4 or 5 days of the same thing, you're kind of like, I want a cheeseburger or something, man. Like, just something different. Christmas is like that, all leftovers, but the desserts are killer. Yeah, exactly. Pumpkin pie. We were at my brother's place for Thanksgiving this year, and he made his like a homemade pumpkin pie. We didn't buy one like pre-made for the first time and ever. So I was just like, this is like so good. It was amazing. because he's very insistent about like making stuff homemade because he likes to cook, and I'm just like, you know, that's awesome. So a lot of the stuff we had was all homemade this year, and it's great. Never been a big turkey fan myself. See, I used to be that way. I used to be just not that big on the turkey, but big on everything else. And I loved ham more than I liked turkey, but that's changed recently. I love turkey, but I don't hate ham, but I don't like ham as much anymore. Which is weird, but it's like I had a complete 180. Because I used to be the opposite side. As a picky eater, I don't partake of Thanksgiving because of the food. You know, I can't blame you. Some of the things that people make for Thanksgiving are a little bit gross. Like, green bean casserole. No, not happening. Not happening. Why would you eat green beans and soup and, like, crispy little bits on the top? Like, oh, God. There's some other Thanksgiving foods that people do that I just can't. But that one's one of them that I just can't do. I refuse to do. Where'd that go? Did I pick it up? I guess I did. Huh. I just don't like casserole in general. Yeah, honestly, like, they have this casserole in Minnesota called tater tot. Well, we call them hot dishes, not casseroles, but it's tater tot casserole. And it's like ground beef, corn, peas, and carrots, like, mixed up in like some sort of soup and then topped with tater tots. And I don't like any, like, okay, I like like, it does kind of sound like baby food, doesn't it? I like ground beef, duh. I like carrots and corn, and I kind of like the soup that they put in, like a cream of mushroom or cream of chicken soup, sure, but I don't like tater tots. Controversial, I know. Don't like peas. So as soon as you put those two things in there, I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. Tried to enjoy a slice of pecan pie and a light of pumpkin-scented candle for the occasion. Never occurred to me how sweet pecan pie is. Pecan pie is very sweet. I never had it because they only have it in the South. That's not really a thing here. If you're going to talking about Thanksgiving pies in northern U.S., it's always pumpkin and apple. And I like both of those. Again, they're the safe answers. Whenever I ask people what their favorite kind of pie is, it's always pumpkin or apple. And I'm just like... Let me look up a picture of tater tot hot dish. Tater tot hot dish is how you say it. It just looks like... this picture is like framed to look so appetizing, but it's insane to me how it is everything but. Like, this just looks like mashed up nonsense on a plate. Like, look at that. Look at that. Ugh. Oh, God. There's cheese in there, too, I guess. Not a fan. Not a fan. Every time I've had it, I've just been, like, disappointed. Because I don't like half the things in it. Why? I don't know. My mom is trying to make a casserole with the leftover stuff where she wants to do turkey... I think it was turkey, and then the gravy, like that. So like turkey gravy, and then a little bit of corn, and then top it with the leftover stuffing and bake it. And I'm kind of like, you know, that might be okay. It's not an affront to like everything about all those foods and their own independent bits, you know. Christmas is just Thanksgiving, but it's actually encouraged to tell people to get you something. Yeah, we give thanks, but we don't give any people something, you know, as thanks. But Christmas is like when you do that. I don't know. I really like Christmas and Thanksgiving. This is probably my favorite time of the year. And part of the reason why is because I feel like this time of the year is like the one time of the year where people are like commonly happy. like I don't know why, but it's just like the vibes are generally positive. You know, a lot of other times of the year it's mostly just ugh. But like this time of the year I feel like people's vibes are like fairly okay. You know? Like, I like Christmas music because it's just everywhere, and it's like this positive music that everybody just kind of listens to all at the same time. You know, I get why people don't like it, though. It's a very family-centric holiday, and if people don't like family, then you obviously don't like that holiday. I get it. I get it. Mariah carries me through the holiday season. See, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We were at a Thanksgiving table, and my brother's boyfriend pulled out a vinyl record of like Mariah Carey Christmas, and I was so excited. I was just like, yo, that's awesome, let's go. So we were jamming at the table. It was awesome. I was so excited. He does know it's good. He really does. Yeah, Pog indeed, lucky son of a, to be in a relationship right now. It's okay. I can handle this. I'm okay. Pentatonics has great Christmas music. They do. I really like, there's a song by them that became a meme, but I actually ended up liking it. It was Can't Sleep Love. I don't know if people know that song, but I love that song. Wow, 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 wow. There's no greater flex than owning Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas on vinyl. Exactly. Like that is a flex indeed. That is a flex. It always is a flex. I'm glad people like that song too. Because I keep getting the line and triangle snapping for their God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Yo. My favorite Christmas song right now, there's this version of White Christmas by this band called The Drifters, I think. And it is the superior version of that song. Sincerely. Because it's like this version of the song that goes like do 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 do. And I love that version of that song. It's so much better. It actually makes the song like properly tolerable. I didn't make this one wider yet. I'm so smart. Look at me go. Okay. It's not December. Yes, it is. Alright, we need to just break this one. Slash. I need to make more barrels. Oh my god. L. O. Slash. There you go. Every month is December if you try hard enough. That's the spirit. I love December. December's my birthday is. So that's part of it. Which, by the way, everybody, since there's some more people here, I figure I should plug this again. This will be going up on the Discord server later. I'm hosting a subathon next weekend. Yeah. My birthday is on December 4th, Saturday, and I'm doing stuff on my birthday. But I was like, hey, like, let's do a celebration of my birthday. And we're gonna do a subathon. Gonna be starting on December 5th, next Sunday, at 4:00 p.m. Central. US Central, I should say. And I have a bunch of fun incentives over there on the left, highlighting a couple of them. It's with 17 sub goal, I'll be wearing my Roblox Gamer Girl shirt that I bought for my 1,000 follower goal for the rest of the stream. So that's a meme kind of thing. That's why it's 17 subs, because, you know, 17 is my meme number. Orange juice and toothpaste, which is my what's it called? Orange juice and toothpaste is my like highlight for my friend OJ Burke, because he did that and I figure I should do it too. The Chubby Bunny Challenge is a challenge where you have marshmallows and you have to try and stuff as many of them in your cheeks and still say Chubby Bunny before you can't do it anymore, and then you lose. So we have to see how many marshmallows I can fit in my mouth. Yeah, and 100 is a pie in the face, and there will be more if need arises, but I don't foresee us getting more than 100 subs over the weekend. So, yeah. I figured I'd go up to 100, and if we need to go over 100, which I don't see happening, but if we do, we will coordinate that. For every sub, I will be adding a sticker to my face, and every time someone gets 2 or more subs, I will spin a bonus wheel with a bunch of bonus incentives on it, like hot sauce shots, all the kind of things I've offered for my charity streams in the past. And yeah, we'll be having a 6-hour base time and increasing with subs, donos, and bits. So be there, be square next Sunday. I'll be posting about it on my Twitter and my Posture Check, thank you, and in the Discord. So if you are not on either of those, go hop on over there if you want a reminder. And yeah. I hope everybody's there. Hope everybody's excited. I'm excited. I'm excited just because I've always kind of wanted. I've seen so many of my friends doing subathon stuff, and I always thought they looked really, really fun. Just the whole concept of a long stream where, you know, I get to do a bunch of crazy things, and the prospect of it potentially going longer than it really is supposed to, just exciting. And even if it doesn't, I think it'll still be fun. So, anyway, never go to the Philippines. I've heard they start celebrating Christmas really, really early. What's it called? Do you have anything planned for 2,000 followers? 2,000 followers, I believe the plan still is a 24-hour stream. And that will be separate from the subathon if it does happen. So, you know. I thought I couldn't do it for a little while because I was dealing with a lot of pain in my leg, but considering that last night I just like whipped out a 10-hour Persona stream, I'm just kind of like, you know, I think we can handle it. I think we can. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't finish this. The expansion. Ah! Okay. I wouldn't mind Christmas lights around. Me either, honestly. Like, again, this is part of the thing I love about Christmas time is that, like, the world feels a lot happier and safer because all the, like, how homes and, like, streets are lit up. All the trees have lights wrapped around them. It's just such a very, like, happy time. Yes, that does use more electricity. Don't get me wrong. I'm aware of that. But it feels a lot more positive, if that makes sense. Whereas I feel like, you know, that you don't really get that any other time of the year because so many places people just don't put lights up all year round. So backyards and streets are just dark, especially since we've made like this change to like having like, I mean, I understand why we did it, but you know how, like, all of our street lights were, like, orange, and then all of a sudden they all became white LEDs? You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but, like, that transition was so jarring, because I feel like at nighttime, right, it's a lot darker. Because the you know, the white lights focus a lot more on the street as they're supposed to, but they don't bleed as much light out like the orange ones used to, so that at night it just feels so much more darker and like creepier almost. Strange, but I definitely felt that way where I'm like, night's a lot more dreary and dark now, and I wish like it was more like, that's why I like Christmas time. It's more poppin', like there's more light out and about, you know what I mean? It's special. It's special. It's special. I mean, part of it's because I'm afraid of the dark. Like, don't get me wrong, but, you know. Like, I hate the dark. The dark is just creepy. I always loved how big cities look at nighttime. Exactly. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Okay. And we need 2 more of these right here. Let's just... Fear demons popping up in the corner of my room while I'm sleeping. Yeah. Like, I've put LEDs, like, all in my room. Like, I think y'all have seen it on my streams when I've been doing face cam. Speaking of which, I haven't been doing it recently, and there's a reason for that. I feel like I've been able to have more energy for longer when I don't have camera on. Yeah. I know, like, some people have come in, they've told me they've missed it, and for those people, I will let you know that the subathon will have camera on. Kind of has to. But I've been finding that I've been able to kind of keep my energy up for longer by not having to worry about, you know, sitting up in a certain way and having the lights glaring in my face and all that. So, but yeah, I've put LEDs on the room. Like, I have blue and red. I just went out shopping today, and one of the places had a string of fairy lights that are RGB, so I'm gonna put those up around my room too. I'm looking forward to that, just to add some more light in here, because I'm a big fan of RGB. Ever since it's kind of became more mainstream, it's been like such a lovely thing. Let's see. I can sleep in the dark, just not silence. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I listen to YouTube videos to go to sleep, which is probably not the best, because sometimes I find something really interesting and then I stay awake when I should be sleeping. But I definitely, like, you know, I definitely vibe with that. And yeah, so I listen to YouTube stuff when I go to sleep, and I enjoy it. It was part of the reason why I finally decided to stick with getting YouTube Premium, because like I used to just listen to YouTube all the time, and I'd be constantly woken up by loud, annoying mobile ads, and I'm just like, finally, I can just rest, relax, and just put on something and just vibe with it, you know? Get ARGB lights? ARGB is different colors. Really? That's interesting. I'm dropping a podcast, something out if I didn't sleep on the same floor as 3 people. See, I do, but I think my family, I keep it quiet enough that my family tolerates it. ARGB is really expensive though. Okay, well then, never mind. I have no money. These fairy lights were really cheap though. Like, seriously, it was like, I think it was like it had to be only like, it had to be like only, $3.99 or something, $7.99 I think it was, $7.99, and it was like 24 feet long. The only thing that sucks about them is they're battery powered, so that's the only thing I'm not the happiest about, but it's fine. We have enough batteries around here that I can handle it. Love how cheap it's become. It's exactly, like, that's my big thing. Like, it used to be so pricey, but now it's just like super affordable, and it just like, it adds so much to a room, like atmosphere up to the wazoo. It does it so well. And I don't know what we would do without it, frankly, because it's changed the way that everyone lights up their room, you know, and I love that about it. I need one more fence. Oh my goodness. nope. I guess we'll have some extras waiting for us for some purpose here and there. Alright. Boom. Okay, cool. Now, what we need to do is get these hanging up here. There we go. I can hang them from here. Nice. Cool. Now, let's keep that energy going. Making sure I'm being consistent with this. Cool. Alright. This row. Lanterns are my favorite thing. Honestly, I feel like I overuse them, but it's like, it's just so bizarre to like have these instead of like, because like going back, you know, I'm playing old versions of Minecraft and not having lanterns and only having torches, it just makes lighting so much less fun. I like putting these things everywhere because they just look so nice. You just look so nice. I definitely overuse them, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy them immensely. Oh. Cool. Alright. Stables! Let's go! I still gotta do a couple more things in here. But let's head back to the house to go pick up those things. Yeah. Shaders. I would use shaders if I could. But they don't make shaders for this version of Minecraft right now. Plus my computer probably couldn't handle it anyway. With the new terrain updates and everything and lack of optimization and yada yada yada. There's a lot here. That's a limiting factor. Sleep! Like shaders, but there's something to be said about how vanilla Minecraft looks. There's like, exactly. I mean, like, that's why like people are always like, you should use a texture pack, you know? And it's like, no. Right? I'm fine using my vanilla tweaks, right? Because the little things it does just look very nice. It makes the water a little wiggly, you know, and it like tweaks the textures on some blocks that just make them look a little better. I like the way that the playing game looks. I really do. Maybe I'm a, you know, awful person for that. I don't really care. But, you know, like that's just what I like. Certain stuff just looks better. It's all subjective anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get upset at someone for playing a game a certain way, because the way they play that game is how they play that game. As long as the way they play their game doesn't interfere with the way I play my game, right? Then I don't care. Sincerely. Okay. Where's my... There we go. Cool. We need that. We need some cauldrons. Sweet. I don't need shaders right now. Thanks for the offer, though. Although back when I was doing a city building server, texture packs and shaders definitely came in the clutch. Yeah, I mean, it's like there's certain things, like especially for like screenshots and whatever, like it makes sense, right? But other times it's just kind of like it feels kind of good to just go back to basics. Alright, what was I gonna do again? Get Silder. I already have Silder shaders. I do. Dude. Oh, this song. I love it just so much. It's such a banger. SMP, I probably would not play the custom texture pack. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't feel like necessary. Oh, armor. There we go. Alright, so I needed hay bales, I need cauldrons. What else do I need? Make this picture again. See it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. Okay, I think I'm good. I think. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. Let's get it. Cool. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to put these on the outside edges, I should say. Nope. Not there. Up here. Yeah. Alright, and then now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a little hole in the ground here. Going to put down our water, and we're going to get our cauldrons and our hay bales. And the whole concept of this is that, like, these are supposed to be like the... Right? I don't know if that makes sense, what I'm doing here, but horse is here, horse needs water, water here. Horse is here, horse needs food, food is here. Share it with the one next to him. I think this is a really neat little design. And then that way the person that is tending to them can just walk up and refill both of them from either end. Alright. Ooh. I need more of this stuff. I need another lantern. A cauldron, I should say. Not a lantern. I have too many lanterns. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Cool beans. And then... how many can I put down over in this one? I need one more cauldron. Okay, let's go grab that then. Zoom. Hey, Box Shrooms, good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Been searching all along. Okay. Excellent. Do I have any more spruce, just in case? I'll take it. Not doing any more projects. This is the last one. Ooh. I love... That's the other thing I love about Vanilla Tweaks is that it brings back the old pain sound. Ooh. Thank you for the lurk box shrooms. I appreciate that. Alright. Cool beans. We're gonna go boom boom. And we're gonna go... Nope. Remove it from my inventory. Huzzah. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to take these and go... Because there's no sense in having this bit exposed to the elements either. Yeah, I know that like it makes like them look like little McDonald's arches, but you know, aesthetics. There we go. Then this one. Okay. Sweet. Nice. Let's go. Okay, now... The cat ears? Oh my god, it's... it's the cat ear stable. Oh my goodness. You're not wrong. They do. What would it be like what? Instead of nay, it'd be like nye, you know? You know, like nye. Oh. I like that. I like that a lot. It does the job. Now I'm trying to think about what I want to do to expand that out a little bit. Cause like, not expand it out necessarily, but like combine it together and posture check. Thank you, Kane. I appreciate that. I feel like I need a little storage shed back here. A tiny storage shed to put some hay bales in, right? Because then we can have a path that goes back behind there and goes to this little storage shed. You think she's a shapeshifter? I think she's a shapeshifter, actually. Oh, shapeshifter? Shapeshifter. I want to use that now instead. Then it's just played like 20 minutes ago. It did, but there's two versions of this song. One is... What's really funny, right? And it's how it works in this game, right? Now I'm going to my playlist here quick to prove this. There's this version, which is Behind the Mask. And then there's Behind the Mask Rain, which plays when while it's raining in the game. And what you'll notice about this one, like the difference between the two. It just takes away the drums. The drums go goodbye, and it's just the same song. But I like that. I do like that. I like that about it. Alright, back on the shuffle we go. Alright, I need to pick another block to make my shed out of. I think I'll just do oak, because I think that's what I have a lot of. No, I don't. I have a lot of jungle wood. Screw it. Why not? Why not? I mean, it'll do the job. That's all I need is to do the job. It's not gonna be that big anyway. The thing I still find so wild about Undertale was that every single song that you know plays slower in the game. Like, they all play slower. This song plays slower. Every song plays slower than it's supposed to. And it bothered me. It, like, actually bothered me. I was not happy. I'm like, why are all these songs slower than they're supposed to be? Did you make Cave shoe thing? I did not, because he never told me what block he wanted it made out of. that was reasonable and not like netherite blocks. You know? Because cave gotta be cave. But thank you for reminding me. We'll get to it if he remembers too. I'll be stripping these, so don't worry. There we go. No, I want to make slabs. It's the ugliest little shed, but it'll do the job. It will do the job. Thank you for the lurk, Cosmo. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Do. Oh, I messed that up. Just need to go like that. There we go. Oh! It's supposed to be an ugly little shed to store the horse feed. That's all it's gonna do. That's it. It's the only reason it's here. Okay, and then we're just gonna go across here. And the ugly shed is complete. No, it's not. It's called the world's ugliest shed for a reason, you know? It's so bad. Oh my goodness. I love it though. Yep. That'll do it. I'm late. No such thing as late. Welcome in, Galanka. Good to see you. Got your shorts and iPad, guys. There we go. Cool. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hearthstone reminds me of bootleg Minecrafts on the App Store. Oh my god, you're so right. You are so right. Alright. I feel like this whole area in front of here should just be paved. You know? Not paved, but like down. Just down. So it connects up with the path. Nope. See a PS100? I know. So fast clicking. I'm unstoppable, guys. I could be a pro Bed Wars player, but I just don't have the time. That's the biggest lie I've ever told in my entire life. Oh my god. That reminds me, one of the subathon challenges is for me to play Bed Wars, and I feel like that's a fitting challenge because that's going to be absolutely hilarious because of how bad I am at the game. There we go. Yes. Oh my goodness, I like this. And we'll just have this path come back along here. So people can restock the things back here too. I haven't been in touch Bed Wars since I got bullied in the chat for lagging. That sounds like Bed Wars, alright. Yeah, let's go. I played Skywars the other day and by some miracle I won against this man with literal diamond armor and good stuff. My heart was racing. Mine would have been too. Alright, that's the stables. Let's go. Actually, wait. Hang on. Let's take this opportunity to close off the path here. Yeah, there we go. We have a couple leftover lanterns. Let's just... Cool. Let me go see what saplings I have, because now we can plant some trees around here to make it look a little bit more full and contained in and everything. A little bit more, but I like that. I really like that. It's very nice. Wait. Crap. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, sweet. So yeah, that's that. I need to go plant some trees around this whole little area here to make it a little more filled in, and then we'll call it a day, I guess. I got some saplings here. Just pull from here. Haha. Plant one right here. Just gonna do this. Yep. One right here. Need more bone meal. Have you ever tried to see how many words per minute you can type? Yes, I've done typing tests before. I don't know if I've ever done one on stream, though. I remember at like one point my words per minute got up to like 78 or something like that. It was a little scary. It's like 78, but I make a lot of mistakes. Generally. This is so sad. Alexa, play that lettuce meme for TikTok. Welcome in, Mike. Your highest was 96? Jesus. That's crazy. Crazy, but cool. No, you don't want to grow there? That's fine. Will you grow there? Thank you. You get experience after having so many arguments on the internet. I mean, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. It's very true. That's the perfect place to get experience. Oh, there's a pillager right over there. I see those dudes. You can put dirt on top of saplings and they can still grow. I remember, like, hearing about that, and I thought that was so funny. Like, such a concept. They just grow with a piece of wood or dirt in the middle of the sapling. Please tell me I didn't miss the tour. You did not miss the tour. No, we're still working on stuff here. Finalizing up this little project. And all that. Adding some trees to get a little bit more life. Alright, let's go get some more saplings and try and fill this in a little bit more, because I want to just see how that looks. Yeah, it makes it feel a little bit more lively, just adding some trees around here. Just a little bit. It makes it feel a bit more, like, less in progress and more complete. So we're going to keep doing that. Use up some of my materials, because, you know, never going to use them again, so... May as well, right? Ow! Alright, thank you, frame rate. Just cannot handle it. I'm gonna put some stuff away and then I'm gonna sleep so I have more daytime. Gotta put away some dirt. Gotta put away the hay bales, the stone bricks. Cobblestone. All this wood that I don't need anymore. I know some of you are like, why are you putting it away? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything else, maybe. If I did another project or something, like, on my way around, I'm like, hi, I may ought to do something more. If I throw it all away, then I won't have that option. I'm just protecting myself. I'm sure you understand. Okay. Then we need... Make a grave for Hey Hey? Yeah. Rest in peace, Hey Hey. Never forgotten. Let's put some flowers around too, because I got all these flowers. We may as well liven it up just a little bit. Okay. Sleep. And then we'll take off for the morning and finish up planting all these trees around. Zooming. I really like adding how the trees in that area just, it makes it feel a bit more full, complete. So I'll put a couple more over here. Like one right there, one right there, one right here. I need to go get the bones. Almost forgot about the bones. Ooh, okay, we're good. A little bit of close call there. Nope, I did not mean to break it. I meant to place it. Ignore me. Promise I'm making sensible, responsible choices, no mistakes whatsoever. Nope, no siree. Bow, bow, bow. I'm surprised none of these oak trees have grown like really, really tall. Usually whenever I grow oak trees, they always grow really, really tall and I get mad. Because I don't want them to grow really, really tall, but they do anyway. Okay. Place one right there, one right there. Very good. put a couple of these in this area too. As much as I don't like the acacia trees, this is a savanna, so I suppose it makes sense that they'd be growing up here. When my roommates cleared my search history, so I had to redo the Twitch SMP app. Ooh. Well, you applied. I wish you the best of luck. Spruce trees are superior. I agree. I do. So we're going to put one down right here. I like birch, though. I do like birch. Alright, obviously there's no trees up on this side, because it's, you know, stone. I think we'll definitely put some over here, though. Like, a couple in this little spot. Yeah. Couple more up in here. All right. Do that one. Cool. All right. They do mess a little bit with the sight lines, but that's fine. Got a pretty nice sight line right here. I was told this was hollow in the middle, and I did not know it was. I knew it wasn't hollow. I was lied to. I don't know if there's another foot somewhere that is like actually hollow. I don't know. It's just like, I knew it wasn't hollow. I knew it. Let's not be sad, it's happy it's happened. That was how I ended my season 2 stream, actually. I was like, not be sad, it's over, be happy it happened. So throwback to that. Throwback. Okay. Sweet. Now I'll plant one up on this little hill here. One right here. Sweet. Then a couple over here. I grow the grass around the tree instead of the tree itself. It's a problem. Alright. I think that's properly treed up. I might put one, like a non-spruce one over here. Like right here. Perfect. Okay. So let me go up in the air here. Check out how this is looking. Yeah. I feel like it just makes it feel a bit more like lifelike. Not just like this barren, empty area. Like, it feels a little bit more like it's incomplete and kind of like sporadic nature is intentional, you know? It's nice. It's very nice. Like it a lot. I dig it. Yeah. Cool. Is Cave still here? Cave. Cave. Cave, 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 cave. I also need to get, what's it called? Get these flowers placed around it. More village than just a decoration. Exactly. Put little flower gardens in a couple of the spots that are prominent. That makes sense. Another little one right here. Yeah. Another little sect of flowers right here, I guess. Yeah, another little bit right here. A couple more right here. A few more along the side of this barn. The lily pads in the pond. Oh, you're so right. Yeah, okay, cool. I think I have some of those. I think I do. But I totally agree with that. Okay. Do I not have any? Oh, I have 4 lily pads. I guess we're just gonna have to live with that. Vines. Vines could be good on a couple of spots. Always building flower forests. Oh, I know. Flower forests are always so pretty. I do have some vines from this building over here, so we'll take care of a couple. Take a couple of these off of here. Doesn't need all of them, right? No. How I only have 4 lily pads is beyond me, but hey, we'll make it work. Yeah. That adds just a little bit of an extra little charm to it, I think. Wait, I have another good idea. To forward what you're saying. Grab some of these. And have it just kind of be like back along here. Yeah. Oh, that ties it together a little bit more, a lot nicer, I think. Yeah, this is like a little cozy little spot. I love it. I love it. I love it immensely. It's great. All right. I love the little building part more than the actual or the decoration of the building. I so agree. I'm 100% on that same wall camp. Added lotus flowers, lily pads would be honestly. I really wish they did add those, but Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Alright. Alright, well, I think it is time. High time. Because I think this project is finally done. As done as I want it to be. I was another thing that I was thinking about making, but I just can't be bothered. I think it'll just distract from what's already here. Like, there were a couple more things I could do. Like, one of them would have been... Oh, the vines. Right. Crap, you're so right. I want to put a couple of them on here. What am I doing? And then maybe a couple on that shoe over there, like this thing. They need to grow, but yeah. point aside, they'll be on there and growing and whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because like there was something that I was thinking about adding, like a couple things, like a little water wheel building right there and a little chicken coop, but time's run out. I think we can call this satisfactory for what it is, you know? Like, it's this cute little farming area. It's got charm. It feels lived in. Effective for producing crops. Places for livestock storage and animals. Like, it does the job, you know? It does the job, and it does the job well. Like, it feels very nice. Feels nice, feels complete. Feels all of that. Yeah. Alright, well, I suppose it's time for us to finally begin our little goodbye tour. I'm going to before I do that though, fill in that little hole in the wall. Because we're not doing anything there. We were going to do something there, but I want it to feel a little complete, so we're going to just fill it in. This is... I was going to put a room in here, but, you know, I feel like I'd rather save the idea that I had for this room for Season 3, so we'll just do it then instead. Let's get a painting on that wall. Sure. What? Nah, there's like one that's like that works better for me. Yeah. Let's maybe do another cauldron. Maybe a couple cauldrons. And plants. Just go with these. There we go. Just like something to occupy that space that's not... You know what I mean? I feel like that does the job. I'm gonna put... Yeah. Just like it fills in that empty bit and just makes it feel a little bit more lived in, right? That's all it's about. Alright, and then I'm going to put all my stuff away here so that I have an empty inventory in case I want to go around. I'm going to bring signs with me so I can leave notes for people and say hello and say I was here. Where is my... Just drop this in here. Crafting bench. Oak planks. Accessories. There we go. Cool. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and start back where everything started, which was the spawn. Spawn has changed a lot. I can confirm that. It has changed quite a bit. But it definitely is still fun to return to remember things. So let's head back there. So my goal is to try to get to everything that I'm aware of where it is. If I don't know where it is, I am going to miss it, and I'm sorry. But my goal is to be able to get to all these things. This was the spawn. Boom. Right here. Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Yeah. Trying to get it. Yeah. This was the spawn where we all kind of started. This was a whole forest, a whole jungle behind us, but then it got burned down. Mini boats. Yes, mini boats on behalf of Amawaxi. I'm afraid to touch that because I know it's going to just... Everything's going to fall and it's going to be really, really laggy, so I'm not going to. But this is where we all started. You know, a lot of people were like falling off the cliff the first day and down to the water. And... you know, starting, because the beautiful thing about this spawn, and I'll show y'all here, this spawn was actually featured in a Minecraft tweet, because it's just gorgeous, and unfortunately, from what I have heard, there's no spawns like this in 1.18 anymore. I just fell off that platform. I did not mean to do that. It's okay, though. There's not many spawns like this left in 1.18. Because of the way they changed the generation from experimental to regular. I think they said it's still possible, but it's not as well known. Because the reason why this one was so prevalent, I think, was just because it was a well-known seed, and that's what we pulled from. Because everybody kind of knew about this seed, and we pulled from it. If you saw my Twitter, I retweeted a tweet by one of the heads of development for Minecraft, and he was like, you know, this was a popular seed in what's it called? This is a popular seed when we were starting the snapshots, but it's, you know, it's not something that, if you put in this seed anymore, it doesn't work because they've changed the generation since then. And he was asking if anybody's found something similar. But I really like this generation. I thought it was really, really cool. I still do. With the coral reef here and the lush cave kind of opening up in here. It's really pretty when you kind of actually properly set foot in here. This was really what highlighted, I think, for me, how amazing the new Minecraft update really was just how gorgeous these caves were. And I remember the first day that we were on here, I was just terrified to death because the caves were so dark. You know, Fulbright has changed that for me, but the caves were really, really scary the first time I played it. Let's see if I can figure out where I dug in the first night. I think it was right here. This was my hole. It definitely was my hole. This is where I dug in the first night that I was on the server. I went over this hill and I was like, this is the spot, and I just went down here. And I was finding ores. Then we came into this cave and I was like, oh my god, this is spooky, you know? Because just dark, you know, and there was no food, obviously, because caves don't really have food. There was a dungeon over there. It was intense, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna hang around here too long, you know. And I went down further, and then we came across this thing, right? And you can see already how insane this cave is too. Like, just ridiculous. It's huge. I was so scared, like, legitimately. I remember being so frightened, and I remember I came across Burke in this cave, and that's when we started talking. We were hanging out, like, yo, like, how do you survive? How are we gonna survive? Like, this is scary. And we hung out for a little while, and that's when we ended up heading to settle our base together. But then I got out of here because I was like, I'm out of here, get all my stuff, I'm gonna leave. And we did. We left. We headed out to try and find out where our base was. So, going to be anyway. How do you get Fulbright? So if you have a client like Optifine or you have a client like Optifine or not Optifine. You have a client like Badline or Lunar. It's one of the mods you can get for it comes with it. Try and Fulbright. Otherwise, you have to go into like your Minecraft settings and change a number in like a data file or something like that. So, yeah. Let's see, what else happened here at the spawn? We had Amo's, therapy office. This was another classic spot on the server, full of the home of a lot of events that happened. Including this. This was originally called Pit Therapy. I mean, it is still called Pit Therapy. Pit Therapy is just be a little hole. That goes down to the void. I'm sure you can see that. It's terrifying. Then this is the, like, the office of, like, internal affairs or something, because it was supposed to be very threatening. So if you didn't agree to Pit Therapy, then you got, like, threatened by the mafia. You know. It's part of the charm. It's part of the appeal. It's part of the freak factor. I think this was Juzzy and a couple of people's thing. This was Prot 69 company. Apparently got stolen. But it was the place where it was a, you know, always use protection was their slogan, if I remember correctly. Prot 69. There you go. Okay, that's fine. This is, I believe Icy and Cackety lived here. Maybe it just turned into Icy, but a nice little, like, cliffside home. I really do like the energy. And I remember Icy constantly died on this, like, ramp thing because it was like a ladder walkway thing, but Icy just kept going and just took up so much fall damage, then got to the bottom and shot like a guy skeleton or something, and it was always like the funniest thing, but I loved it so much. Got this little cute farm with the little amethyst crystals. I also thought that was really cute all the time. Alright. And then I believe Icy also was working on building a little base thing in this little, like, crescent moon thing, and had a little amethyst room down here. So it was very cool. People leaving very kind messages. We like that. And yeah, we got that little moon there. Yeah. I'm trying to think about what else was, like, special. I mean, not special about the base, but I want to make sure I leave a sign, obviously. Let's see. Jardanium visited final tour 11/27/2021. Cool. Alright. So that was Icy's. Here was Angel Naomi's little sky base island. I thought this turned out really pretty. Really, really cozy and everything. I do like how the house was made here out of the moss blocks. Moss is like the new pretty block in 1.18. It's either moss or your it's moss or it's your what's it called? Deep slate. Those are the two that I would consider the pretty blocks. Oh, I messed up the thing. I didn't mean to do that. No. Just put it there. Jardanium visited Final tour 11/27/2021. So yeah, this was a very pretty base. I loved this one. I loved this one. It was very, very cute. This over here on this part of the cliff, I believe this was Amoaxi's. Yeah, this was also a pretty little cozy little home before she moved over by us. I think, like, I liked how, since our spawn was like a little cliff area, how a lot of people just built homes in the cliffs. I always thought that was really, really neat. It really added a lot, I think, to the way that a lot of these bases came together. Definitely was fun. I guess we can go check out where I live. So I decided to move a little bit away from spawn, just to kind of get away. What is that? That's just a pole of leaves. Okay. There's a chunk error. Since the server was updated from version to version, often what happened is rendering things would happen differently, because we were loading different, areas of the map at the different times, so happened a lot. Oh, did an Enderman place a block in here? Cows are getting out. Yeah, no. Stop. Okay. So I moved in here. This originally was just a platform, and I'll be releasing a YouTube video after stream tonight. Speaking of which, well, maybe not after stream tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'm just trying to pick a good day for it where I'm not streaming, so that it's something that people can look forward to. Maybe we'll release it like tomorrow or something. Hi, hey, good to see you. But yeah, this is where I set up my shop. Nice cozy little spot. Again, it started just a platform. We turned it into this storage room. Me and my complicated storage rooms that people make fun of and everything, and because there was like, I don't know how you know where anything is, but it's like, server tour, yeah, it's like I know where everything is, but nobody else does, and that's kind of the benefit of it. I mean, I guess I label everything, but yeah, people were really nice. They left me like really kind signs, and I really did appreciate that all throughout the season. Like, it was nice just having people stop by and everything. But yeah, so then last couple streams we finished up a little bit more of this upstairs area. We got this little like study area with the artificial skylight up here, which was really fun. A little bookshelf, little couch, little cat tower, grandfather clock, and a little desk to do some computer work. And then our little kitchen and dining room. Also very, very cool. Very, very cozy. Why is there pants on the wall? I honestly don't remember. What are those pants called again? Pont. Oh yeah, that's right. That was like a meme one of the streams. I think I renamed some pants to Pont, and then I threw them... Or no, Burke renamed some pants to Pont. He threw them at me, and then I renamed some gold to Gol, and then I threw them at him. And then we kept each other's things. It was really funny. This is the room that I made. Love the little shaggy carpet. You got the bed. You got the little dresser drawers with little candles on top. We got the little paintings on the wall. Then my bathroom, even though my toilet was stolen, got our little shower and our little sink with the little mirrors and stuff on it. Also really enjoyed this. This was a really fun build to work on. But yeah, that was my house. Very, very simple, but, the attention to internal detail was very, very important to me. So this was really going to be a room. We just cleaned that up, as we mentioned before, but I decided not to do the room. I'm going to do it next season. And instead, we just add a little thing here. People out here stealing toilets can't have... I know, right? This is Burke's place. Burke, unfortunately, didn't play on the SMP too much because he just lost inspiration, which is totally understandable. Totally understandable. Yeah, this was his little house. I really liked the orange trim on this little thing. It really kind of fit the whole style that we had going here. This is Burke's little storage area, and then Kara had her little area back here with moss and everything, but then it was discombobulated by Amoaxi for a prank. So, but yeah, this was Kara's little area. It was really, really cute. This area over here with all these little signs, lest we never forget. This was Hey's, what's it called? His hit wall. where he was making hits on everybody. The hitman of the Twitch SMP. Murder, crime, anarchy, you know, as it goes. So then Burke built this little thing as like a quick way for us to travel up to the upper part of this thing, because we never did build a proper staircase up there. I was working on it, but then everybody got elytra, so we just kind of moved on from that. Another thing that I went ahead and did is dug this mine down here. I promise you, digging to the bottom of the world takes a lot more time in 1.18. That's something we're all going to have to get used to. Mining and caving and everything is incredibly different, and it's just something that we have to be able to handle. This was me trying to find slime chunks. It's also really hard because you can't light up caves as well because you don't know where they are, because there's a lot more places for them to be. Yeah, lots of places dug out here for strip mines and things like that. These signs were for when Burke was mad at cows because they were making him angry. Taking a firm anti-cow stance. This guy lost to some cows. I have armor made of rare, valuable gemstone, but hooves mean more, I guess. Then this was the track I made when I was preparing to try and beat 1,000,000 steps. I made this track out of soul sand, got soul speed on my boots, and I just ran and ran and ran and ran and ran, and it was a very fun time. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a nice little challenge. This was originally going to be a strip mine, but then as we found out, mining down here in this deep slate stuff really sucks. Really sucks. So don't do it, guys. Don't. Don't strip mine in the deep slate. You will regret it. I promise you. You will regret it. You will not be happy with yourself, because you're going to get nothing but deep slate, nothing else. This was a spawner that I worked on and made up here. Yeah. A nice skeleton spawner. It was fairly efficient, I'd say. It did its job. Very, very useful for levels early on in the game. You know, it's just, you kind of do this stuff all the time, so I was very happy to find that, I'll be honest. Because for a while there was nothing that we could do for levels, and I was not in a good mood because of it. Because I was like, I need to enchant stuff, but I can't, and the game is so hard without enchanted armor. You know what I mean? Like, it was hard. It was hard. It's weird seeing this from a perspective that I never will get to again. I mean, neither will I, right? Like, I won't get to either. It's the final time we're gonna be on here, to, you know, for the stream. So, this was a thing I built. It was a little fishing hut. I was like, you know, I feel like there's so many Endermen around here. These dudes put stuff everywhere. I figured that if I ever want to do fishing again... Oh my god, so loud. Enderman, shh. This was a little fishing hut. I built it because I figured I'd do some fishing, and I thought it was a really nice place. We had little beds in here, some storage, and, you know, a little smoker thing for catching fish and cooking them. Very, very cozy. I know Hey Hey had a thing down here. Looks like it was just a spawner. It's a pig spawner. That's right. I forgot that the spawners reset themselves, so turns out that they all turn into pig spawners, and now everybody had pig spawners. I thankfully got mine changed back to being a proper skeleton farm, but yeah. And then we have this naturally spawned pink sheep and a couple other sheeps here. That was my food source for the end. I can imagine it would be a pretty good one. I built this as well. This is a little blacksmith, little shop kind of thing, blacksmith area. I had all this stuff ready for cooking if I ever needed overflow smelting capabilities. A little endless lava source and some more storage and stuff like that. This is where I enchanted all, or upgraded all my netherite gear. I had that in here. because I'm really big about spreading stuff out, you know. So I like putting little bits and pieces everywhere rather than like super close. Remember how long it took me to moss everything on top? Yes, this was all stone up here. Then Hey went through and mossed everything, and as I said, moss is really what's gonna carry things through because moss makes everything just look better. 100%. It's a lot better than the savanna grass, I will say. Here's the sugarcane farm that I built into the wall that Giggles helped me make because I couldn't do it myself and she was getting very frustrated at me, so she came and helped me. I really appreciated that. That was very kind. Definitely helped to get a nice sugarcane set up so we can make a bookshelf and stuff like that for the enchantment table. Right down here I have my little potion brewing room. Got a little netherwort farm, little brewing stand, endless water, and a bunch of materials. I was making speed potions to run quickly on the soul speed track. But then I think I also made regen a couple times and stuff for a different, like the wither fight and stuff. This is in commemoration of my friend, please spell iCup, Mr. Mike, who took the heat off of me mentioning I like birchwood by mentioning that he liked he liked acacia, so he built him a statue out of acacia in his honor. And then I think it was Hey, Phoenix, and Amo that added the like nice wig and I guess hair extension and the face. So little bits of touching up there were very nice. This was a natural spring that I just wanted to make it a little more interesting. And then the path stopped here. It was originally just going to keep going, but I didn't have any need to go any further. So I didn't. Let's see. Let's go across in here. I mean, as you can see, I'm probably most familiar with my base more than anything because I've been here most of my time on the server. Go up. And this was how we got up to this upper level here. The top of the mountain, I guess. We've got the, this used to be a wheat farm. I got rid of the wheat because I built the farm over there. And then Amo on Halloween built a pumpkin monster, which honestly looks really cool. I think it looks really, really neat. But yeah, pumpkin monster. I think it was Pumpkin is what it was called. Pumpkin. Yeah, the pumpkin and the pumpkin patch turned out kind of nice. This is my lighthouse. I really enjoyed watching this project come together. Little area here, and then the lighthouse goes up and 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 up. The lighthouse light was also stolen, but it gave a nice little view of the whole little area here and everything, and it's very, very nice. Getting a little nostalgic, yeah. It's nice. It's bringing back some good memories of the time on this SMP, because I mean it ran for 3 months, right? Yeah, about 3 months, because it started August 27th. This is the third month. Wait, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to... Yeah, 3 months. Okay. I can do math, I promise. This was my little graveyard for all the things that I killed. Little Mickle was here and had a migraine, so I made them a grave for that, for their head. And Mike also had a watch die because it got touched with a magnet, so I made that. Then the other two are the other three. Amo took her parrot back and gave it a proper grave over there. But the two parrots that were murdered on stream, Shoe's parrot and Cupiditas, they have graves here. And I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, yeah, their wings are in there. Oh, big sad. Oh, alright. Thank you. Nearly 4 months? Well, if it was 1 more month, that would be 4 months. Because it started at the end of August. So, yeah. Alright, and then this is the Oak J. Birch Memorial Library. This was a project I wanted to put together because I like the libraries. I was not sure how this would turn out, but I really love how this build turned out. It's probably the build that I'm the most proud of on this season of the SMP. Because you got like your little info counter, your little book return. I gave people the option to write books. Nobody did, but that's okay. You got your little book aisles here. Got a little like study cove, little cozy little area to do some studying in. And then an upstairs study area, a little table here where people can have events with a nice like glass dome above them. Got a little book area for the little kids to sit here and like read little books. More tables for people to sit at. We got a map of the area, which I also think was really fun to put together. We definitely got to do some cool stuff with this, and it was a pleasure to put together. I still swear that this looks like a bird. Like, I've shown this on stream. That is a bird. That lake is a bird, and it will forever be a bird. It's the exact shape of a bird sitting on a twig. And it bothers me that, like... like, I cannot believe Minecraft generated a lake that looks like a bird, but it did. A bird, but upside down, I guess. Well, I guess it is right way up, because this is north. This map is flipped around, because I wanted to have it so that the lake or the ocean was to the bottom and everything else was up. Because that's how it felt to me, you know, because we started along the coast. I felt like the coast was south, not north. I mean, it still confused me to this day that the coast was in a different direction, but that's why I reorganized this thing the way I did, so that it made more sense in my brain. But yeah, then I made this little coffee thing, books and beans, little coffee shop, like every good library has a little coffee shop. Then we have this nice little outdoor seating area, also very, very cozy. Again, like, I remember you said, KM, where it was like decoration is your favorite part. Building the frame of this sucked. I hated it. I thought it was the ugliest building ever. But actually going in and, like, putting the time in to do interior decoration was, like, the most fun thing I ever did. It turned this build into something that I was just kind of upset about, into something that I was actually going to enjoy. So, it completely made all the difference in the world. This is Hey's spot. Amo came around and built a big rainbow tube thing on it. I don't know what exactly it was. What is that? Oh, it's glass. Hey, you didn't have a house, so I made you one. It's you. So there you go. And yeah, this was Hey's little spot. The little spot with the horses and the firework gunpowder chest that I took from, because I was like, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. I see you. Don't think you can get away from me. Okay. Your interior design has improved since season 2 episode 11 interiors. Well, I appreciate that. I don't think I ever quite got a chance to really show it off in season 2, because I don't think any of the builds that I ever did were really big on interior. My house never was really big on interior, but I think this season I really got an opportunity to do that. Because every stream I kind of came on and I built something, which kept it kind of fun. Our house. Oh, that's true. It was our house. This is my greenhouse. I really loved this. The design of the frame of this thing was taken from an online thing. I didn't come up with the design of the frame, but chat member came up with the idea for the vines over the top, and I really like the kind of how they're combined with the moss, the azalea leaves as well. The bushes and the bee little area here, and then these things were my favorite part about this. The little compost bins, because it looks like it's little dirt and roots that the plants are sitting in, is my favorite part about it. I love that so much. So the cozy building. I'm old now. I just turned 20. Welcome to the club. Happy belated birthday, Hey. I'm sorry I missed your birthday. Totally forgot about it. Welcome to the old man's club. As of 15 minutes ago. Oh! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Hey. Happy birthday to you! There you go. There you go. This was the other parrot that I murdered. Yeah. I'm the man with the silly hat. That's my new title. Let's see. This was Amo's tower. We were here earlier, but I figured it'd be good to just kind of go through it again. Quick. Give it a glance. Give it a gaze. So we've got a little, like, lagoon here with the bed underneath it. Got a bunch of chickens. Got a very nice, like, this thing is just so fun to look at. It's so amazing. Like the talent that had to go into this. Got the polar bear, Daniel. It's just like, it just is so amazing how big this is. And how, like, even then there's, like, little bits of detail. The big, like, aquarium tank. Then the area up here that was going to be a bedroom. But even so, like, that's insane. Just really, really cool. Like, I wish I had the commitment to build something this large. I don't. I think if I tried to build something that large, I would end up, like, getting very upset at the fact that, like, I messed up one thing and had to redo, like, 30 hours of work. You know? Like, I would have been so upset about it. Alright, I'm gonna sleep first, and then we're gonna head over to a couple other places. Alright. Cool. Unlike you, I treat my parents with respect and feed them cookies. Of course. That's how you treat a pair with all the respect. Let's see. There were a couple other... There's one other thing over here, I think. Well, Choose House. Yeah, we'll head over there next. But I want to highlight a couple other things over here. This was one of them. So one of the bits that Amo had was stealing a bunch of treasure from everybody. So this happened. Xavier's armor, cars, moss, shoes, drugs, Wendy's produce, the lighthouse light bulb, melon from that place, shiny walls, MC Birdman's riches, Elbows windows, Sky Island house, my toilet, gold, middle bed from Amity and Maven, Juzzy's shiny stuff, sand-based, everything. Just, oh my gosh. God, it was fun hanging out. It's been fun I spent on Twitch once. Good night. Good night. Hey, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Have a happy rest of your birthday. Yeah. There's another thing over here, I think. Let me see. Yeah, this was the little axolotl that, Amity built. Axolotl in a bucket for Amo. Turned out really cute. Turned out really, really cute. Yeah, really, really cute. Very cute. Alright, let's head to Shoe Space next. I think I'm going to take the Nether. Be faster, and I won't get lost that way. That's not the way of the Nether. This is the way of the Nether. Burke made this room back here with our Nether thing, like the little enchantment table and everything. It turned out really good. It turned out really, really nice. I was a big fan of it, sincerely. Okay, cool. Alright, so this was shoes, Kara's, and Phoenix's base. I liked how the Nether portal was in the Nether portal is in the stove thing. Or not the stove, the fireplace. Duh. I also like the use of the like dead coral to add some variation to this thing. That looks really, really cool. I gotta leave a sign here. Jardanium visited. Final tour 11/27/2021. There we go. So this thing on the outside, I think this is something from Harry Potter. I cannot remember. I have never seen Harry Potter, but I think it was a build from Harry Potter. It's just a very unique looking construction. I always thought it looked really, really cool. Very, very nice. Just a fun little build. Yeah, and if we pop inside, got all these flowers and all, like, Shu got a lot of flowers that never took advantage of. I also love the use of these trapdoors to, like, frame the staircases. It's also really, really cool. Little couch here for the fireplace, little fish tank. Got a bed, you've got a nice little storage room. This place is very, like, tight, you know, but I find it very, very cozy. We go up here. Another bedroom. I think it's Hey's bedroom when he lived over here. This is Phoenix's room. Another bedroom. There's another level up here. Looks like a enchantment and potion brewing area. Go up this way. Another bedroom. It's like a maze in a way, but I love that about it. And then you have, like, up here, probably the master bedroom. And a nice little, like, lookout area. Very, very nice. I love this place. I don't think I ever quite got to give it a full tour, but I really liked it. I'm gonna build that for Phoenix, as we discussed earlier. Phoenix didn't really have much going on because he was, you know, mostly as part of the season to keep the server running, provide updates on, you know, Minecraft updates and stuff like that. So he didn't really do a lot more of a construction kind of thing. But it was really, really funny because he made a hole. And everybody, like, made pilgrimages to go visit Phoenix's hole. But then it was funny because then Phoenix left that hole and made a bigger and, yeah, my new hole. Made a bigger and better hole. And this was the bigger and better hole. And I think Shu decorated the inside of this, so she did all the interior. But it was very, very cool. Right, so then I think Hey and Amo left a bunch of dad jokes down here, and yeah, and I think it was funny because one of the things that we had on here was a trigger dad joke generator, and I love that about it. When you call a fake noodle an impasta, who's the impasta? Looking spaghetti, who can we forgetty? So that was always goofy. I enjoyed that about it. Yeah, so this was their place. Very, very cozy, very, very fun. I loved it a lot. I'm glad that they put together such a nice little project in the time they were on here. And we all had the pleasure of getting to experience it, you know? It was very, very nice. Alright. It's raining in the nether. Okay, we're good. That was a little weird. Just saying. Okay, we already went to spawn. We already went to the Naomi's Island. Xavier built this food farm, which I thought was really, really cool. It basically generated cooked pork chops, which was very useful toward the end of the season when I was starving and didn't have anything to do about it. Xavier's hole, everybody made holes this season, and I guess it made sense because, like, you know, the season was underground, you know, like the whole appeal was the whole, like, you know, the whole appeal was the underground cave stuff. So yeah, but this place looked really cool. I haven't been able to visit here actually, but he got this big, massive, like, underground cave area and turned it into this gorgeous base with the copper, with these wood planks, the deep slate, it all just turned out really, really nice. The spore blossoms bring down these green particles everywhere. It just turned out really, really cool. I think he also had a villager machine over here that like took breeded villagers and made them get murdered by this zombie, and then and then healed them up so that they could be something else. So I find that really fun. It made a whole like little villager killing and healing contraption. It was great. Alright, I'm heading out because I've got a killer headache. Have a go to your streams. Good night. Bye, Cam. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. Have a good night as well. Got a honeycomb and bee farm. Also really cool. I think this is also automated. Yup. I don't know how he made the item frames disappear, but also really cool. Looks like there was some other work being done over here. Some stuff with some of the ender blocks, the end blocks, like the end city stuff. Probably like quite a few like more incomplete projects over here, but still is really freaking cool. I'm assuming this is maybe a staircase that goes up to the surface. Again, I'm looking around here because I haven't been in here. Oh, I glitched. This might have been a strip mine, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I don't want to take too much time in each area because I want to make sure I get around to all the things that I know about and I want to see. So, yeah. Looks like there was an iron farm out here in the water, too. Or the lava, I should say. Yeah, this just turned out really, really nice. Great example of building in a cave and making it look absolutely amazing, because I think this is a peak example of that. Looks great. I'm going to leave a sign right here. Jardanium visited. Final tour 11/27/2021. Alright, back in we go. I think next we'll go to Giggles and Fotz's place, which I believe was this way. I loved the work that was done here in the Nether with the moss to make it feel a little bit more green and alive. I think this is it. Since overload from the amount of times I've had to hear cave and think, no cave, it's cave and cliff update, not you, dog. Yep, so this was Madame Giggles and Fotsy Boar's little base here. Built into a village, which I think turned out really, really cool. Really, really, like, really, really nice. It really, really did. It was a great example of what you can do with the stuff that's already in the game, you know, and how you can kind of expand it to make it look like something special. I remember the world border was originally like right here. I guess they did expand over the way. Over here and up here. I haven't been up here. What's up here? Ooh, this also looks really pretty. So clearly some sort of base in the wall of the cave. Like that a lot. And I'm assuming that up there is a mob farm. It sure is. Nice. But yeah, like I remember I think these two had diamond armor first. And the reason why is because they were able to trade for it with villagers. Because diamonds were really hard to find in 1.18 snapshots. I think they're still hard to find in the new update as well. But they were able to get it all from villagers, which was really, really neat. Like, I thought that was really, really cool. So, yeah. Let's head back to the next place. I think that's going to be... let's see. I'll get up to the roof of the Nether again, I think, and then we'll go see what else we have to visit. The fact that Twitch SMP has been around for a year is astonishing. I know, like, I was a viewer of Season 1, which launched on Halloween last year. So now it's been around for a whole year. 3 seasons, of course, but still. Actually, I want to take a look at this first, because I know I'm not going to come back here. The Nether Fortress. Something that was also really fun and convenient about this world was that we had a nice Nether Fortress in the Nether. The Nether was all glitched out because I think it was... They didn't adjust the Nether when they were changing the world generation stuff, so the Nether generated in really weird ways. But, point aside, we found this Nether Fortress. Amity found this Nether Fortress, I should clarify. And it had 2 blaze spawners right next to each other. And this was incredibly useful, because this blazes honestly dropped quite a bit of XP. Before we got, properly went to the end and everything and set up an Enderman farm. This was a fantastic way to get experience points for healing, mending armor and everything and all that jazz. So, definitely a fan of it. Definitely. It was incredibly useful. I'm going to heal up my wings here while I'm here. I use this on quite a few occasions, to be honest with you, because it helped a lot with healing tools and stuff like that, because they dropped quite a bit. We also expanded the storage of the blaze rods because they make a lot of them. And I'll tell you, blaze rods, fantastic fuel for furnaces if you have a lot of them. So that's kind of what they became. That's what they became. Now let's head back. I thought it was more. I didn't set up a watch time command until my 1-year stream anniversary, which was September 3rd, I believe. So that watch time is since September 3rd, not since I started. Just because I want to keep it like even for everyone. Yeah. So that's really like the amount of watch time the last 2 months, to almost 3 months, rather than since a year and some, right? The end. I will go to the end from the roof, because I think that'll be a... I think there's no portal down there anymore, actually. Let me think about it. Not that there's anything necessarily to see in the end, but it might be a good way to just kind of get back home quickly, because then I gotta wrap up on the little farm area. Cave, are you still here? What block do you want your shoe thing to be made out of? Because I still owe you one. I owe a couple people ones, actually. I gotta make sure I look into that before I forget. Took a fast from Twitch from September, October. No, I can't say I blame you. Diamond blocks? Alright, fine. I will do that for you. I've got enough diamonds for that, and I'm not going to use them, so... They'll just have thick feet, if that's fine with you. Alright. So that was Xavier's Hole. We visited that. Alright. I don't know what was down there again, but... What was this again? Oh, this must have been some sort of a fish farm or something. Where does this portal go? Whoa. Hello. Oh. Oh yeah, this was the raid farm that Amity built. It literally, if you set it up right, it triggers pillager raids, and you just basically get unlimited totems of undying. Like, yeah, it was a little insane, but it was really cool. Definitely a lot of time went into that I would never have had or cared to do. So, very, very cool. Very, very cool. The server is not able to handle being so experimental. Can't handle it. Honestly, I was surprised at how well the server held up for being on the experimental snapshots. Like, it never was super ridiculous. Like, it always felt like there were little, like, performance issues here and there, yes, but nothing was too extreme. It honestly held up very well, all things considered. Alright, and this is Amity and Maven's place. I thought this place was always really cool because it was a nice blend of their two styles, whereas like Amity was very much about building things that were technically proper, you know, like efficient farms and all these things, whereas Maven is all about building things that are really, really pretty. And I think that they really blended it very well together and made some really, really like a really, really nice looking place that was also very, very effective and well. I stole the idea for the bookshelves, or the drawers from Maven, actually, because I thought they looked really, really cool. It was very, very nice. Got a very nice little cozy wheat farm here. You know, a little village kind of coming together. A little cactus farm, a little sugarcane farm. So this is what I mean, like little technical builds, but they're like put inside a frame that makes them look really nice. You got the little potato and carrot farm, I'm assuming, there. Little pond here. Another little hut here that had sugarcane and carrots and netherwort and melons. Amity, my beloved, that was Amo's phrase. We had the villager hall that I used quite a bit to get everything I needed for my armor and tools and stuff. That's gonna be one thing I'm gonna miss in season 3, is having to start all over with all this stuff, but you know, I'm sure it's gonna be only a day or two before everybody has all that, knowing how people play SMPs and how that kind of stuff goes often. This was a build that looks like it never was quite finalized, but it would have been a pretty nice little home, it looks like. Very, very cool. We got a little stables here for some horses. This also looks like it turned out really cool. I would have done something a little more grandiose like this. I just didn't have the time. Yep. And we have this little area down here with a bunch of assorted farms and stuff. Got little sheep farm. I definitely used that. Kelp farm. Sugarcane farm with a zombie in there. So also really, really cool in here. Let's see what else is in this area. This was decorated up just so nicely, though. The main house. This build was also really, really cool, because I loved all the chests in here, how they were all set up and organized. I never understood how this area quite worked, but little enchantment table in the center. I really like the look of the enchantment table surrounded completely by bookshelves in kind of the floor. I may have to borrow that for the next season. On the back here, you have your iron farm. You have a bamboo farm that also is an auto smelter, so it does double duty. Villager breeder up here, and then the creeper farm. So there's a lot that Amity and Maven worked together on to produce like efficient, cool farms, but also that it looks nice as well, because it really does look nice, this area. And then Buff Snowman, I'm assuming that was built by Amo. Nice little cute penguin. The penguin, I love the penguin. And I'm assuming this is a little graveyard over here for pets that died. Rip parrot, wrong place, wrong time. Rip dog, don't hit your friends. Goodness sakes. So yeah, very, very cute little area. I always loved this area. Was here quite a bit. My time playing on the server, so let's leave a sign. Nah, this is not, it's floating in the air. Don't want it to do that. Do that. Jardanium visited, final tour 11/27/2020. I didn't leave a visiting sign over at Pots and Giggles place, I don't think, so I gotta go do that. I forgot about that. That one's my bad. Oh, thank you, server. We'll just go down through here. What day will season 3 come out? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I know they picked the date, but I am not aware of what it is. And even if I was aware, I don't know if I could tell people. Because I think it's still kind of secretive. Alright. Let's go. Make sure I get a sign put down over here. Let's put it right there. Jardanium visited. Final tour 11/27/2021. Alright. Now, let's go back to the spawn area. Because I know that there is another place near spawn that I didn't visit yet. That would be good to visit. I wish I could figure out where Bird's like mushroom thing is, but last time I tried to look for it, I couldn't find it. And if I can't find it, then that's not going to be beneficial. But CH Bird built this really cool mushroom, upside down mushroom in a cave, turned it into a house. It was very, very cool. Just wanted to highlight that. Obviously, can't show it off because I'm not quite sure what it was. I looked for it on a previous stream. For those of you who have been watching the Twitch SMP season 1.18 streams from my perspective, you know that we tried to look for it last time but didn't find it. But wherever it is, I just wanted to highlight it because it looked really, really cool. I think it's right over here. Yep. This is Kakidy's place. This was the house that I said looked sus, but then he redesigned it and it stopped looking sus. And honestly, it turned out kind of nice. Like, you got these like logs here held down with the rails. Nice little like stone railings along the way. What's that say? For poor starving, donation box for poor starving people. Nice little interior, a little balcony out here, a double layer balcony. Damn. Bougie. Nice storage. Upper level. What's in there? Is that the bed? That's the bed. All right. Where does it go into the nether? I was curious to where his house was in the nether. Just in a plain room. Okay. Never mind. It's not connected anywhere. It's fine though. Doesn't have to be. Alright. Now, I'm curious about I'm just gonna break this quick. Hope. Okay. We'll leave a sign that we were here. Jardanium visited. 11. Oh, no. Final tour 11/2021. Cool. I believe this area over here was gonna be dug out something or other. Definitely looks cool though. Alright. So now let's head back to spawn. We'll go to the end to show that off, and then I think that's it. I think we only have my little farm then after that. There's a couple of things I think we didn't see at spawn here. Because I know there's a thing on this side. This thing. What's this? The courthouse. Very jankety courthouse, but I'll accept that. We have the Church of Twitch, I guess, is what it was. Kind of looked like an Among Us character. This building was also really, really cute. That's also an Amoaxi creation. And then up here we have Mavdi's. So it's like Wendy's, but Maven built it. So Mavdi's. Yeah, the 3 for $3 threesome deal, which was burger, drink, fry, or nug combos. Burger and fry, burger, nug, nug and fry. All combos are 10 MAVD bucks. The secret menu was drunk. Nice cute little kitchen area. Nice little sitting area. Definitely had the vibe of a Wendy's, I will say. Like it's a Wendy's. Full-fledgedly, it is a Wendy's. I think that sign up there says Mavdies. Yes, it does. I need to get more rockets. But thankfully I have more. I'm also going to go over here quick and stand on here with this spawn in the background of me and take a picture. Oh, that's thunder, all right. All right, let's go back into the Nether. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Let's head to the end portal. Well, first of all, I want to go back this way, because I want to show what my original path to get to spawn was. For memory's sake. We've destroyed this portal, but I used to have to come down here. And my portal was, like, right over here. Right here is where it was. Boom. Good memories. Good memories of this area. I used to spend so much time down here. I was doing a lot of stuff in the Nether. One of these little areas over here, I was farming. I was trading with the piglin guys because I was trying to get soul sand because there was no soul sand in this Nether. I also did a lot of netherite mining in this area as well. So fun throwbacks for sure. Definitely giving that good sense of nostalgia. You know, that nostalgia that tickles you in the right spot. Lots of good memories on this season of the SMP. I don't, between season 2 and season 1.18, I don't know which one I enjoyed more. I think I enjoyed both them equally as much. I think season 2 was a little bit more interesting because it was a little more grandiose. But at the same time, I liked season 1.18 because it was, I don't know, it was like more interesting. You know what I mean? It was more, it was more interesting, it was more varied. It was a smaller group of people, so we got to really be really close with everybody. And I liked that a lot about it. Like, Season 2, it was really hard to be close with a lot of people because the server was so, like, full. Like, it was 80 people Season 2. Hard to get to know everybody, whereas this season only had 30 members, so it became a lot easier to get a lot closer to people for that reason. Alright, I won't fly. That's fine, game. Just, yep. Keep rubber banding me. I'm fine with that. It's okay. Alright, so this is the end. I think we'll just use this as a quick way back, so... Very scary end spawn. I've always felt that way. Very freaky. Very freaky deaky. Oh. I made a couple of these guys very angry. There's a lot of them here. Good thing I put my armor on, huh? Last thing I needed on this tour was to die in the end. I didn't realize there were going to be so many Endermen here. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Over back this way was the Enderman farm. Over there in the distance. I'm not going to go out there because scary, but it was effective. It worked very well. Worked very well. Yeah, and people were very big about getting a Elytra. I remember when we opened the end had a world border too, and then getting a Elytra was like a game. Everybody, all of them were got in like a little bit of time because there was no room. I always thought that was really funny. We didn't have the didn't have enough elytra for all the people on the server, so we had to like just wait. I was grateful that someone got one for me, and we're back home. Okay, cool. So finally, we need to go through to the farm area, finish up the tour. Because I think that's it. I think we've seen everything that needs to be seen. Again, I would go see Bird's mushroom thing, but I don't know where he lives. I'm sorry. If anybody else built, small base in the server, I'm also sorry. I just, I'm going to the places I remember that existed. But I've been trying to highlight everything everybody's done, so. Alright, so. This farm area. Originally, there was nothing back here because this was my secret base of operations for the step contest. For those of you who do not know about the step contest, basically, we had this contest where we had this thing on the server called the Fitbit. And it was the first to 1,000,000 steps won the contest. I was committed that I would be the first to 1,000,000 steps on this season of the SMP, and god dang it, I did it. Looks like my final count is, what? 1,133,336. A lot of steps. Every block traveled counted as a step, as you can see. But one of the things that I did to, if I can find where it is it here? Yeah, one thing I did to up the ante a little bit was I worked with some friends. We created this thing called the Minneapolis Project because it was the point at which the step war went nuclear. And we built this structure that used, I believe this one down here is still intact. We used entity cramming, actually, because it helped us trigger steps. This is basically an off-the-shelf elytra launcher, and we use it to, like, to generate steps, and because if we put boats in here and we stood, like, right here, then it would cram us ahead and glitch out and generate steps. So it was a really, really fun way to bring the war of the step counter to like its newest heights. And didn't actually end up using this too much, to be honest with you. You'd think I would have, but I actually ended up doing a lot of the steps legitimately. I'd say more than 80% of the steps were done legitimately, surprisingly. And I did a lot of them on stream. I did one stream where I was like walking in a straight line in Minecraft until I hit 1,000,000 steps, and that stream was really, really fun. Really, really enjoyed that stream. Cave was on that stream with me. It was very, very fun. But yeah, so that was what this area originally was for, and I couldn't build anything over here because it was so laggy because all the boats that were there. So I decided that once the thing was over, the step war, I was going to tear it down. I was going to build a little monument, and I took my 1,000,000th step on this shoe. So we built this in commemoration of Jardinium reaching 1,000,000 steps at this very spot. It literally was. Thank you to Amity, Burke, Xavier, and all the others who made this possible, and thanks to Shu. Shu was my main competitor in the step war, so I thought that was really fun. And this person right here came up with the idea for the shoe. These were the shoes that I used to walk. We had a fun little screenshot on top of the little shoe here. And I guess we'll get another one. But yeah, it was a very, very fun little project, and then I decided I wanted to build this area out into a farm proper, so we did that. We built it out into a farm, and one of the things I decided, of course, to do was to build the little shoe thing per Cave Dog's suggestion, so I'm going to finish those up now. I'm going to pull out the diamond blocks for Cave's thing, because I've got enough for that. So this was a spot where people could redeem shoes with their names on them for subscriptions to the channel. I will be doing this again for Twitch SMP Season 3, so if you missed out on the opportunity to do this, do not fret. There is still there will still be time. Another opportunity, of course, to do it again. So Cave Dog 962. Oh, I put a space there. 11/27/2021. Let me make sure I. Nope. Blah. 9/62/11/27/2021. There we go. Okay, and got a very thick foot. Now let me make sure I got all the things for everybody, so I didn't miss out on anybody. Because then that way I will not go, dang it, and remember or forget that I forgot somebody. Shoes. There we go. Okay, so I need to go get just some generic materials quick. Yeah. Let's go do that. And we'll need some acacia wood, but I have plenty of that. It's just very important to me that I get this finished so I don't forget and then regret it later. So I need acacia, and I guess we'll do the rest out of birch, because birch is my favorite. Let's make sure I have enough signs as well. Make some more of those, just in case. Sweet. Alright, we should be good to go. Put the rest of these down. Ouch. That hurt. Alright. We'll get some of those, make some more of these, and we should be good now. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and we need to go ahead and put some more on this side. Cool. Slabs. Boom, boom, boom. So this one's gonna be Mike 11 27 2021. Thank you to Mike. I guess we'll do that. For Cam, thank you to Cam. Thank you to Ryan. Go over here for this one. This one's gonna be to Maddie Mix. Thank you to Maddie. Thank you to Maddie. Got one final one to Pastel. Thank you to Pastel. Then we have the final one that is the Acacia. Wait, do I have a... I don't have a crafting table over here. Okay, and then we need to make this one out of acacia. Perfect. There we go. Alright, that's all the shoes done. Thank goodness. Look at that. Where'd all my torches go? I did not use all my oh, I did. Okay, we're good. I was like, ah. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you to everybody who subscribed or redeemed a subscriber shoe. Let's see if we can go through here. Cosmo, Pastel, Desolate Fox, G2, 5 from Ryan, 3 from Madison. Please spell iCup, Nightbot, Cave Dog, Mike, Cam, Ryan, Maddie, Pastel, and Mike again. Thank you guys. Sincerely, it does mean the world. Truly, truly it does. Thank you. Thank you for making the foothold this nice little tribute, and I hope we'll be able to bring back the subscriber trees next season. So, thank you. But anyway, so we had the shoe thing here. We expanded the pathway out, brought it over here, brought it down. We built this big farm area. This one was carrots. Then we also built the wheat. I figured it'd be fun to put a little water stream through it, so we did. We dug a little nice water canal that went through down to the little lake there. Let's see. We expanded this way. We built a little melon and pumpkin farm back here. This one was brought to you by Desolate Fox, who subscribed to the channel. Very, very kind person. Right when we were building that. We went back down here and we built a beetroot and potato farm with this cute little bridge that went across here over the little water stream, and then continued the path back up here. So then it came up into the little subscriber shoe area. Then over here we built the this first little barn. This one was really, really cute. I loved it a lot. This one was going to be a storage barn. We didn't ever quite get that done, but that's okay. It's for aesthetics anyways. You know how it is. Make sure I get a screenshot of the side of this thing. Cool. We got that cute little barn. We went up here. We built a windmill. This thing was really cute. I took this idea from Cave. He was the one who came up with this design originally, but I was like, I love this design so much, I'm gonna take it and we're gonna build it in this Twitch SMP. Nice little windmill, grain elevator kind of thing. Goes up. Nice little upper area here where could build something up there if you wanted. Just fun little aesthetic builds is what this whole little farm area was about, because I love the way that natural farms look, so I was really big on that for this little project over here. And it was great. I also love how it's kind of like the terrain kind of is like all mountainous around this, so it's kind of like a little valley that this was built into with a little tower overlooking it. It just feels like a great spot. Back what I missed, we were just finishing up the little subscriber shoe things. We built this barn. I think this is one of the last projects we worked on before today. This is going to be where livestock were going to be able to be roaming. Of course, never got livestock in here because all of them were killed in this area, but it's going to be a barn for animals to live in that can overlook this cool little like water cave back here. So very, very cozy, very, very nice. And today we finished up with the little stables. These also turned out very, very cozy. I think horses would be really happy living in here. Was very, very pleased with these as well. They turned out really, really nice. Get a picture. Cool. And then, of course, we had this little area back here that we finished up in the ugliest shed ever to store the hay bales we put in here for the horses to eat. So, very, very fun. And I think that just about does it for all the stuff that I've done here on the experimental season. Yeah, thank you to everybody for being a part of this experience, watching these streams. It truly does mean the world. Sincerely. I love this server. I love the people on it. I love this community. And being able to have the pleasure of being on here every night. Not every night. Well, at the beginning every night, yeah. But having the pleasure of being on here over the last little bit and putting stuff together and, building cool things and all that. Like, it just made me feel very, happy. I enjoyed all the time I had here. Enjoyed the new friends that this allowed me to meet. Yeah, I really enjoyed Twitch SMP 1.18 season, and I hope that you all did as well. Thank you so much for taking the time tonight to join me. And of course, again, taking the time to hang out with me over the course of the whole last season. I really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys. Sincerely, you're amazing. Oh my goodness. It's again, it's that bittersweet ending. I'm grateful it happened, you know? Above all else, I'm grateful it happened. It was a really great way for us to experiment and, you know, find out new things that were happening with, you know, the 1.18 updates. It was really fun getting to explore some of the new terrain, generation, all that stuff before everybody else did. Get a taste of what this next Minecraft update was going to be like. And I definitely think that it's going to be one of those things that we really get to finally fully explore and see in a bigger application coming up here for Twitch SMP Season 3. Again, everybody, applications are open for Twitch SMP Season 3. If you are interested in being a part of this fantastic SMP server for Season 3, be sure to go over to twitter.com/TwitchSMP and apply if you have not already. Applications will be open for only about 24 more hours or so. So if you are interested, be sure to get your application in. Would love to play with you next season, should you get accepted, of course. And again, I wish everybody the best of luck who has already applied. I hope you all get in. If you don't, you know, maybe next time, right? Either way, it's been a pleasure being a part of Season 1.18, the experimental season of Twitch SMP. Thank you again, everybody, so much for being a part of it, letting me, you know, do this experience. You know, Season 2 was, you know, really life-changing for me. It allowed me to meet so many new people and really kind of changed the way I did streaming. And Season 1.18 was just a lovely rebirth of that at the end of the summer and through this fall. And I'm incredibly grateful to have had the opportunity to be a part of this. And I'm incredibly grateful that I'm still able to be a part of this amazing community. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody who organized Twitch SMP, and thank you to everybody who watches these streams that, you know, makes this all possible. So with that out of the way, of course, I want to end by reminding everybody we are going to be raiding, so do stick around for that if you're interested. I'm going to be having a subathon next weekend. I'll be sending out information about this tomorrow in my Discord and on my Twitter, which, by the way, if you're not in those, be sure to go check those out as well. Great places for you to stay connected with streams besides just following the channel. December 5th, 2021 at 4 p.m. Central is when that will start. I'm offering lots of fun incentives in exchange for subscriptions to the channel. It's to commemorate my 23rd birthday on December 4th, so fun little opportunity to just hang out and have fun with all of you and celebrate an important day for me. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun little challenges, sub goals, of course, but in addition, every sub will add a sticker to my face, and I'll also be spinning a wheel for everybody that gifts at least 2 subs. With additional incentives on it that can punish me by either extending the stream, making me do hot sauce shots, or things like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. Be sure to tune in for that. It'll be great. Hope to see everybody there. Really looking forward to it. It'll be great. With that out of the way, of course, I'm also going to be doing stuff over on YouTube and TikTok coming up here soon. So if you're not subscribed to those or following me on TikTok, that is, be sure to go do that. Great place to, of course, hang out, get connected, and check out some highlights of stuff that I'm going to be sending over to YouTube here pretty soon. And yeah, I guess we will go ahead and raid out. Let's see. Let's raid Barcode tonight. I'm feeling it. Not Minecraft. It's Pokemon. But hey, you know, why not? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Again, everybody, thank you all so much for, you know, being a part of this experience over the last 3 months for Twitch SMP Season 1.18 experimental season. It was a pleasure bringing all this up to you, the updates and everything. Sincerely, thank you all so much for being here. It means the world. And thank you again to everybody that runs at Twitch SMP for having the opportunity to be part of not only this season, but this amazing group of people, this amazing server. I'm looking forward to what Season 3 will bring. All right, with that out of the way, I want to end as I always do by saying, no matter where you are, what you're going through, I just want you to know that I believe in you. You belong on this earth. You're capable. You're valid. You can achieve anything you say your heart, mind, and soul to. Keep your head up. Keep your chin up. Keep rocking and rolling. Hope to catch every single one of you here at the next stream. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Have a good whatever time it is in the world where you are. and I hope to catch you back here next time, everybody. Have a good night. See you later. Adios. Bye-bye.